Hey, everybody, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Happy Tuesday. It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley, and I'm feeling good. How are y'all doing? I'm seeing so many sweet messages in the chat. We are only 15 seconds in, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Brooke, your words have helped me transform my life regarding self-worth, thoughts about my worth. I'm happy to hear that. I run the other way when I sense desperado behavior around me or seeping into my head. Oh, wow. I'm really, thank you. Coming up out of the bushes to tell you, Brooke Ashley, I love your commentary. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love the community as well. You guys are fabulous. Brooke, you've helped me to learn to listen to my own inner compass and stop dimming my light. This chat gives me life. Sending so much love to all you and Jameer. Let's get him in vacation mode. Hey, y'all. That's like what lovely messages to start off with, y'all. Y'all are about to have me tearing up in here. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so sweet, okay? Y'all are the sweetest. So I hope that it's just, I have to say, it's nice that things that you say resonate because when I get on here, this is the weirdest thing to say, but like sometimes you forget that you are talking to thousands of people at one time and you never think that what you're saying is going to have impact. You know what I'm saying? So it's very touching to know that something that was said resonated with you, you felt something, and that does mean a lot. So I appreciate y'all. Oh, you said your daughter and I have been watching you. Oh, I feel really I feel wow, you guys are really making my day. This is so nice. Oh, you said you leave happier. This is so, oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Oh, honey, you know I have words for Sutton. You know I'm about to tear Sutton up, honey. It's gonna be a good time. Usually a silent watcher. You're getting me through these exams. Oh yeah, I'm happy to hear that. You said, hey, Brooke, today's the first anniversary of my dog's passing. It's hard to believe it's been a full year without her. Thank you for being such a light and creating such a kind community. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I remember when you revealed that in the last year. So my heart goes out to you and your family. I know that has to be tough. So I'm happy that you're here today. I hope that today's live can just take your mind off of the sadness. And I hope that you're able to just, laugh and just let it all go for a few hours, okay? So yes, honey, I'm gonna give it to Miss Sutton Brown, honey. So, oh, you even if it's a show I have no intention of watching, I always receive something. Oh, that means a lot. Thank you. Hey, Gemini 617, thank you for the super chat. You said I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. You deserve it. Yes, I did. I had a really nice Valentine's Day. I really did. It was great. And yeah, I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day too. Now, hold on. I do want to say I was so happy to see that when I posted my Happy Valentine's Day post on the community tab, a lot of y'all were like, Brooke, I'm having a great Valentine's Day. I got my flowers, my chocolates, and my gifts. And he bought me a necklace. I was so happy to hear that. Y'all let me know that you were not tolerating any foolishness and you guys are prepared. I didn't see anybody saying they had a bad Valentine's Day on my post. None of y'all accepted the 13th or the 15th. So I said, won't he do it, honey? Won't he do it? So I'm so happy that a lot of y'all had a great Valentine's Day too. So, all right. When I tell you, I am loving this weather. It has been single digits here in New York for the last 3 weeks and snow. This 45 degrees feels like it's 85. I mean, you should see folks have no coats on, like running errands. Everybody feels like it is 80, 90 degrees. That's how good we are feeling over here because it has been nothing but -2 degrees, -9 degrees, 11 degrees, 9 degrees, 2 degrees. So, honey, it feels so good. I'm just like, when it gets to be 75 degrees, I'm going to cry. I can't wait. We are almost there. All right. Listen, y'all. You said, enjoying the sunshine now. We got a snowstorm tomorrow. Oh, really? I'm going to pray for you. You said, yes, you were just out with no coat. No, for real. Listen, it feels so good out. I'm just like, oh, like it feels like it's tropical, honey. I feel like it's a summer day. Yes, honey, it's 50 in DC today. Yes. Yeah, you guys are always a few degrees warmer than we are. But yeah, I'm sure everybody is out. I'm sure y'all are outside in DC. So, all right, guys. Now hold on. I'm I'm trying to figure out when to do another live because I do want to talk about the America's Next Top Model documentary. And I need to watch that. And I also see that there's been a slew of hot topics going on today with Fantasia. Now, when it comes to marrying down, I always forget about Miss Fantasia because she's another one whom and this re-proposal that her husband did for her on while she was on stage, a hot mess. Her dad speaking out. I see folks coming for her father saying he's hating. Why is he doing this? But her father is right. Her father sees that her husband is a leech, and Fantasia does not have the best picker when it comes to men. Fantasia operates in a bit of desperation as well, like very happy to be chosen. I can't stand it, but I need to find some time. Maybe tonight we could do another live. I'm trying to time it out, but there's a lot going on in these streets. Okay, yes, she is. Yes, honey. Yes, a hot mess. A hot mess. So we do have some. We have some additional mods. Hey, Jameer. Now, Jameer, you have some help today. So hopefully, y'all, we should not have any nonsense in the Beverly Hills live, but we had some nuts in the Potomac live, and it was Jameer again, Jameer and Ayana against 1,300 folks in last night's chat. Yeah, so it was a lot. So I've added some new mods. We have 2 more mods, so let's see how this works, okay? But Jameer, are you ready? I hope this should be a relaxing day, Jameer, for everybody. Yes, honey, Biomiss got promoted today, y'all. So it should be smooth sailing today. All right. But guys, Beverly Hills is usually very calm. So it should be good, right? Okay. Is the $95,000 offer woman in here? I didn't see her. I haven't seen her. So if you're watching, girl, don't ever try that again. All right. A mess. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that story because when I tell you, I laughed for a good 2 to 3 hours when I saw that email. She didn't say, hello, how are you? My name is. It was straight into it. Here's my offer and I want to work for you. I want 95 grand base salary plus a bonus. And I only want to work from 10 to 3, a hot mess. So yes, honey. All right, y'all. So if you missed the story, I told it in last night's live for Potomac. So go back and watch that. It's at the 2 hour and 27-minute mark where I tell the story about the crazy subscriber who demanded and was begging for me to hire her as an assistant. And she was demanding her salary, benefits, PTO, family leave, her hours. Honey, she said, I only want to work for 5 hours. I want $95K plus a bonus, a quarterly bonus, 401k, Roth IRA, stock incentives. And I wrote back to her, Godspeed. Oh my goodness. A hot mess. All right. Yes, honey. Yes. You had me screaming because you said bill collectors at her door, honey. You were singing the song, honey. Child, a mess. She wants her wrist stacked. She's sure she wants that Van Cleef too. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna find some time to talk about that. Maybe I'll do a live tonight because I'm trying to find out when to do the Tyra Banks documentary live. But I do want to talk about Fantasia because her dad is correct and folks are getting mad at her dad, but he's telling the truth. This is another Wendy Williams, Kelly Clarkson, Mary J. Blige situation. Another woman, another Black woman who has unfortunately married down, and it's a hot mess. But yeah, we'll talk about that because we will talk about that. All right. Yes, honey. Okay. So y'all, without further ado, we could do that instead of RH. Oh, you don't want to talk about Beverly Hills? Oh, I'm screaming. You said, girl, we don't really have to talk about Beverly Hills, honey. Let's talk about that now. You guys love talking about desperados and all that stuff. So that's why you don't want to talk about Beverly Hills. But we're here for Beverly Hills. We're not going to be here too long. Let me just get Beverly Hills out the way and we'll talk about that later on tonight and cut up. Wait, who said that? She wants Google stock from the 90s. We are getting fed today. Me too. Yeah, honey, just wax something and we can move on. You said, let's talk about that mess. Wasn't that man married when Fantasia started messing with him? Oh, no. You're talking about the man that she got with who worked at T-Mobile. Remember when Fantasia had the reality show? She's talking about, no, that's not him. She married this new man, Kendall, after 21 days. And he used to be in prison, a hot mess. So I love how her father said, it never sat right with me because when you ask them how they met, he says, she found me. Now, listen, I'm not saying that everybody's a Christian, but the good book says, he who finds a wife, not she who finds a husband. You should not be out here searching for a man. So a man saying that you found him, that's a red flag. But this is a new man that she's married to now. It's a hot mess, honey, a hot mess. And he bought her a new 11-carat ring with her money. But we'll talk about that later on. A mess. Remember the y'all, we'll do the whole breakdown. Yeah, they blocked out her reality show. They sure did. She's a pure fool, sorry to say. Okay, y'all. Listen, we'll do the whole breakdown of Fantasia and her dating history later. Let's talk about Beverly Hills right now. All right. Okay. Yes, honey, Fantasia bought herself a new ring. Sure did. I thought he was a man of the word. Stop. It's a mess with her child. Okay. So anyhow, let's open up. We open up this episode with Rachel Zoe at home with her team, and they're discussing her scheduling, right? She has a very busy schedule. She says she feels incredibly burnt out. She has not been to the Hamptons since I think last year. She says she's from New York. The Hamptons is home to her, her happy place. Her ex-husband proposed to her there. Every birthday she celebrated was in the Hamptons. So we see a picture of her in Amagansett as a 1-year-old. And you know what's funny? You guys know that we go to the Hamptons every summer. Our family has a house out there, the whole nine, right? So 2 summers ago, my mom met Rachel Zoe shopping in Amagansett. So how funny is that? So I said, and also quick side note, she is so sweet. Her and my mom talked for like a good 15 minutes. Very sweet. So yes. So I just thought I would throw that out there. So anyhow, she says her parents' house is full. So she's going to be staying. She wants to stay at a friend's house. Her friend keeps saying, take my house. You can stay with me. So she goes on to say that she hates that petty mean girl stuff. And she wants to invite Kyle and Dorit. And there would be nothing that would make her happier than them just being best friends again, or at the very least, close friends. So now we see Rachel invite both Dorit and Kyle to the Hamptons. She calls up Dorit first. Dorit is excited. She says, of course, yes. You don't know how much I needed this. Rachel says, but the only thing is, though, it's going to be you, me, and Kyle. I don't want you to get upset. Dorit says, look, honey, I'm here for this free trip to the Hamptons. Kyle being there is not going to stop any show. I'm going to be just fine, okay? I need this free vacation because this divorce is about to take me over and under. So, girl, I'm here for all the freebies I can get. And I know that's right. So now she says, things have been so shitty recently. She doesn't give an F where her and Kyle left off at. She's fine. She says, I can play nice. So now she says nothing's going to stop me from having fun that weekend. Again, I love how Dorit had a made-up mind that nobody and nothing is going to steal her joy. She said, again, I'm here for the check, the camera time, and once again, the free trip. And I know that's right. Don't let anybody stop you from getting the bag. It is what it is. Yeah, she said, yes, my money is short. She needs that trip. Exactly. Puerto Rico and take a free trip. All right. So now she says, so now Rachel invites Kyle to invite her to the Hamptons for a quick weekend getaway. They're only going to be there for 2 days. So Kyle says, of course, I definitely want to go. So now Rachel says, look, have you and Dorit spoken? Because she's coming too. So Kyle makes a face and she says, look, I don't want to continue arguing with Dorit. And Rachel says, look, you guys cannot fight all weekend. Like, act like you have some sense. You're staying at my friend's house. Don't sit up here and bring all that fighting over to the Hamptons, girl. Don't bring that out east, all right? Leave that back here in LA. Don't do that when we get out east, all right? Like, please. So she says, Kyle says, I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to have fun. If it's not going to be that, then I'll just leave. Thank you for the invite. So now we get to Amanda at home, and her personal assistant comes over with her manifestation journals because she's having a manifestation party for the ladies. She says she hasn't felt understood by these women, so she wants to have a dinner party. We see 4 days earlier, she's inviting everybody, and we see her FaceTime Bose. So Bose is on the other line saying, what kind of name is that for the party? And Bose is, I promise, it is no shade. It is no shade at all. But it just is giving a little phony. I don't know what the word is, but you keep picking at Amanda, and it's giving a bit of Mean Girl, because I understand if you think that she's too much, but there's no reason for you to insult somebody after they've invited you to the party. To say, what kind of name is that for the party? It's weird. Like, your timing is off. I don't know. I want to say something, but I don't know. Let me just move on. It's like, yes, you said I don't like Amanda either, but shut up, Bose. It's just it's weird. Like, her energy towards Amanda, and then the way she was speaking to her at her house. Yes, it's giving a contrarian. It's giving Mean Girl for sure. Yes, it's the way Heather treats Bronwyn. Yes. Okay, so we all see it. You said that's okay. So let's talk about that. Bose also has a manifestation class, but is failing. Let's just talk about this for 2 seconds. Amanda has been going on a press run, and when she was on Entertainment Tonight, she said the same thing. She said, I think when it comes to Bose and why she always picks at me is because there's some jealousy or there's some funny energy, because she tried to do the same thing and nobody was buying her courses. And it's giving a little bit of envy, a little bit of hate that my manifestation courses make money and she couldn't get hers off the ground. So that's funny that you brought that up, because Amanda just said the same thing 2 weeks ago when she was asked about her and Bose. So I said, listen, there might be some truth there. Who knows? Who knows, honey? You know? So anyhow, Amanda says it's going to be a moment. She says outside of a few online haters, she's actually praised for what she does for a living. She wants to approach this as authentically as she can, show them her world, and hopefully they will understand her a bit better. So now Amanda says, I feel like they're all working on big things in their lives, big goals. She says that she's trying to she's the same way. She will manifest the F out of it. So she says there are going to be some journal prompts. She wants them all to manifest their best lives, and it should be really good vibes. Now, we see later on that the party was not good vibes at all. It was them attacking her in her own home. And Sutton, when I catch you, Miss Sutton Brown, when I catch you, girl, I hope that you are ready, because the audacity, the sheer gall, when you said what you said at the end to Amanda, I said, no, ma'am, but let me not jump ahead. So now we have Dorit in the car. She's on her way to have lunch with Mauricio. So she's already, she's gearing up for this conversation. She says she has spent months trying to get PK to talk to her. She has no idea what his intentions are, does not know where his head is. Right now, she's in limbo. So she meets up with Mauricio. It's a bit awkward between them. And Mauricio says, thank you for inviting me to do this. I hope I can be of help. And Mauricio was not of any help, but let me not jump ahead. So he says, I'm not here to take a side. Now, the minute that folks say that, I already know that they're going to be on some BS. I can't stand neutral people. I like for folks to take a side. Either you're on my side or you're against me. I don't play that straddling the fence. I hate people who play Switzerland, because 9 times out of 10, people who don't pick a side, they're not on your side. because the neutral people never are able to see it from your viewpoint. So miss me with all that, oh, I'm neutral. No, you're not neutral. You're just not on my side, and you're too much of a coward to admit that you're against me. You want to play both sides, be with me and my ops, and I'll if you're neutral, I'll make the choice for you. You will not have any access to me. I don't play that neutral stuff. And Mauricio was on some BS from jump. I was so over it. So anyhow, Dorit says, I would like for PK and I not to be on opposite sides. My biggest issue with PK at the moment is that I cannot get him to communicate with me. So now she says, one of PK's closest friends, hopefully you will nudge him in the right direction. So now Dorit says, I want to know what PK is saying. So Mauricio says, well, I know that he would like to have a schedule with the kids and be able to see them. And Dorit says, I do want him involved in their lives, Mauricio. So now Mauricio's like, well, I mean, hopefully, he says, Dorit says, there's nothing restricting him from seeing the kids. So Mauricio says, okay, well, according to him, he's texted you and asked to see the kids, be with the kids. Dorit denies it. So now she says, he's never texted me once to see those kids. So Mauricio's confused, and he says, look, Dorit, PK has given me his phone. I've seen your text messages back and forth. I've scrolled the entire thing. I've seen his replies, your replies. So you're not being like child, you're not telling the truth pretty much. He says, I've seen the conversation between you guys about the kids and the schedule. So Dorit says, what you see is very isolated. And Mauricio shakes his head saying no. So Dorit says, Mauricio, listen to me. He will tailor a story to make sure that it's very one-sided. And Mauricio says, no, I've seen it all. Dorit says, no, you haven't. So now Mauricio says, I promise you, I've seen the spreadsheets on his proposal about money. Dorit's like, really? I haven't seen that. And Mauricio says, yeah, girl, he sent them to you. He showed me everything. So now Dorit says, look at me, Mauricio. You have not seen all the text messages. No, Mauricio says, you haven't looked at them. They're in your text messages. So Dorit says, let me break out my phone and see these spreadsheets. I know his tactics. I know PK's game. He takes isolated messages and shares them to other people, and he omits the context. So now she's looking through her phone, and she says, on June 20th, I still don't have a proposal. She says, it's very easy for PK to peddle a false narrative when I'm not around to defend it. And now Mauricio says, I think this conversation is derailing into the wrong space. Let's go to one thing and attack that one thing. He's telling me that he wants to see the kids, and you're telling me that you want him to see the kids too. Dorit says, what's surprising to me is if he wants to see the kids, why is he telling you this and not me? If you want to help Mauricio, then go to your friend and say, PK, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? I'm on his side. I'm not his enemy. I'm not keeping the kids away from him. So now Mauricio's like, he's so over this conversation. He's clearly on PK's side. He says, okay, great. So Dorit says, I want him to see the kids. I want him to show up clear-headed. So now Mauricio says 100% he is clear-headed. He's always been clear-headed. Dorit says, Mauricio, I doubt it. He started drinking again. So now Mauricio says, well, yes, but you've not been with him for over a year. He doesn't drink every day, and he's not over drinking. I go to dinner with him often. He orders a glass of wine, maybe 2 at the most. He's not pounding it. It's not what he's doing. So I see some of y'all in the chat saying that, you think that Dorit's lying. And, I saw some comments on Twitter saying that Dorit flopped in this conversation. I don't see it that way at all. We know how treacherous these men are. We can go back and roll the tapes. PK was never an attentive father or husband when they were together. He was always gone. That man loved to be out. He loved to party. And we all know that he loved a good drink. PK was not stopping at any 2 drinks of wine. If Mauricio, if you want to sit up here and lie about that, stop. You will not sit up here and play in my face and on my intelligence. And we know good and well that when you guys go out for dinner, y'all are not just having 1 drink, 2 drinks, 2 glasses of wine. No, you're not. You guys are doing shots. You're having tequila, vodka, gin, rum, Henny, Don Julio, all that. You want to sit up here and lie to me and everybody else talking about, oh no, he only has 2 glasses of wine. It's not that. Stop it. And we all know that Dorit's not lying about him not wanting to see those kids. He didn't see the kids when they were married, and he was in the house. He'd be gone for 50 days in a row. He's in London. He's in Italy, south of France, doing what he wants to do, leaving Dorit with those kids. You want me to believe that he really is talking about, oh, I want to see the kids? Especially now that he's single, he's able to be free. We see him, paparazzi shots of him with a new woman out here kissing in the middle of the street. It's a Thursday night. You're telling me that he wants to see those kids? We're not going to sit up here and lie. Mauricio is discrediting her experience. Exactly. He's saying he doesn't believe her. And Mauricio's so full of it. He knows that PK is out here playing around. And one of y'all made a great point when you said that PK is probably sending different text messages to both people. I wouldn't be surprised. He probably has a fake text message thread talking about, oh yeah, here, I did text her saying I want to see the kids. And it's probably to a blocked number. I don't believe for a minute that Dorit is getting these messages saying that he wants to see the kids. And Dorit was right. If he wants to see our kids, why is he telling you this and not me this? I'm the mother of the children. I'm his soon-to-be ex-wife. Like, what are we talking about here? So yeah, I'm just, I don't believe a word. I don't believe a word. I think that Mauricio is covering for his best friend, and he's not trying to hear what Dorit has to say. And Mauricio knows that PK is out in these streets and is not thinking about seeing those kids. We know last year, Dorit even said when they first got separated, he saw those kids for half a day. They made cookies for an hour and he sent them right back. So please stop. And Mauricio, for you to sit up here and lie for your friend like this is really shameful. It's very sad. Very sad. And it also gave me that you did have a conversation with Kyle before you sat down with Dorit. Because the way you were just you were not trying to be receptive to what she was saying at all. You already came in there with your mind made up that whatever she was saying wasn't true. It felt like Kyle was written all over this, in my opinion. It really did. So, yes, she was always begging him to be home. Exactly. He never wanted to be home. Yes, if Mo's kids weren't grown, he wouldn't be seeing them either. He knows what's up with PK. I agree. Mauricio's probably so thrilled that all his kids are good and grown. So those days of him having to be like super present and, he's like, oh, thank God this happened when the kids are all out the house. They have their own lives. But he's looking like, damn, like, if I were PK, I wouldn't be in the house either. So you said you don't think Mauricio was lying. You said, I think he can only speak on what he sees from PK's side. But he knows that PK's lying. Men know other men. Men know how much they lie. These men never hold each other accountable. Exactly. They go with that. A lot of men really do believe in that bros over hoes. They really believe that I have my boy's back before I have a woman's back any day. It's very sad. It's very sad. So Dorit needs to continue to pay Kyle dust. She's not a friend. I agree. PK shouldn't be drinking at all. Exactly. He wants to be a whore. PK at his big age doesn't want to be a husband or a father, just wants to roam the streets. Exactly. Men cover for each other all the time. He's lying out his ass for his friend. Exactly. Hey, M Love Black always. Thank you for the super chat. I can't wait for Kyle to be on the other side of this once his divorce is filed. I will enjoy seeing her male-identified tail humiliated. Oh, when the day happens, and when I tell you, I am going to fast forward when Kyle starts all that crying. There will be no sympathy over here because the way Kyle will diminish other people's feelings, she won't give them any sympathy, any comfort. And we know she's going to be wailing and whining and sobbing and hysterical when her day comes. And I will feel no way about it. So just a hot mess. So guys, this conversation is going nowhere, right? Mauricio's not trying to hear Dorit out. So he says, Dorit says, no. Dorit says he didn't stop drinking for a year just for a casual thing. He stopped drinking because he needed to stop drinking. Mauricio says there's always two sides to every story. There's different perceptions. So now he says, it seems like you guys need to talk. And Dorit says, oh, wow, what a brilliant idea, Mauricio. She says, even though I had reservations coming into this conversation, I did have a glimmer of hope that Mauricio had the capability of being unbiased, but I was wrong. So now Mauricio was so ready to go. He said, listen, He said, so I would love to sit here with you, but right now I have dinner plans with a client. So I'm gonna pay this tab and I'm gonna see you on your way. Like, girl, get away from me from this. This is a waste of time. I said, my God, he was so uncomfortable. So now Dorit's like, this is 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back. It was a complete waste of time. And Dorit, I could have told you that Mauricio and Kyle are the ops right now. They're firmly on PK's side. So you did waste your time. I mean, it was a cool scene. You got some camera time. It was dramatic, but I could have told you that Mauricio was not going to say anything to help you. Okay? A mess, child. So now we can just breeze through this scene with Sutton at home. Sutton FaceTiming her daughter Porter about the annulment and how her ex-husband, Porter's father, got the marriage is like they were never married, and now she's back to Sutton Brown and not Sutton Strack. When I tell you that Porter was not here for this conversation at all, she was staring at her mother like, girl, why'd you call me up for this? Porter was at her internship like, girl, why are you calling me up for this? I'm on my lunch break, trying to enjoy my last 15 minutes of this lunch break, and you're calling me up to whine about how daddy annulled the marriage and you no longer are a Strack, you're back to Brown, your maiden name. I could care less. Porter did not give a damn. She was so over it. She was like, okay. So now you have Sutton crying and she's like, does this make me any less of your mother because I'm Brown and I'm not a Strack? And her daughter was like, no, like, girl, what are we talking about here? Again, I'm over Miss Sutton. I don't care about what she has going on. And this scene I could have done without. I don't care. But yeah, again, let's just move right on along. There was nothing to really talk about. Even your daughter wasn't on board for this conversation. She was just like, girl, what is this scene? Yes, honey. Porter said next caller. Yeah, Porter was trying to eat the last of her Panera Bread sandwich on break. Exactly. I skipped this scene. Yes, honey. Porter said whatever that means. Okay, her daughter did not care about anything she was saying. She was like, okay, girl, are you going to change your name? I'm not listening to your mom because I'm Sutton Brown. Like, are you okay? It was so stupid. Hey, Bio Miss Flores. Thank you for the super chat. Mo's lying but changed outfits 5 times because he knows this lie doesn't make any sense. I wonder what Twitter page Sutton for Sutton has to say about all this. Porter said, child, anyway. Yeah, she's grasping for air, honey. Sutton is determined to get some sort of camera time because she's averaging 20 to 30 seconds per episode. Yes, honey. Porter said, go on to the next thing, Claudia. Porter said, let's make these plates for these men. Y'all have me screaming. Porter gave Dorothy vibes. Yes, honey, move it along, honey. Exactly. I said, Dorothy, they needed you in this scene, Dorothy. They needed you. They needed you, child. Because Dorothy would have moved that scene right on along. So now we see we see Kyle packing for the Hamptons. She's showing her assistant / good friend the outfits that she's going to pack. She's like, does this dress give hot girl summer? Because that's what type of time Rachel's on. And her assistant clocked it. Her assistant is a middle-aged woman. And even she was like, girl, isn't hot girl summer like so 2 or 3 years ago? Like, we don't say that anymore. And Kyle was like, yeah, I know, but she keeps saying it, so I'm gonna just go with it because, girl, who am I to remind her that she's saying it's already played. Like, girl, we already did this 5 years ago. That was 6 years ago in 2020, 2021. We left that in the dust. But yeah, like, who am I to yuck her yum? If she likes it, I love it, right? Yes, but when I tell you, Hot Girl Summer happened in 2019. Rachel's trying too hard. Finally, someone said it. They need to write Megan a check at this point. I agree. She should have trademarked that, to be honest. Megan, if you trademarked it, you do need to get your coins from Rachel Zoe because she has been saying it at least 8 times per episode. So get your money. So now we jump over to Rachel Zoe's house. She's packing with her assistant. They're going over her wardrobe. There's this gorgeous vintage Poochie dress, a vintage Chloe dress. She says she approaches the Hamptons like the south of France. She's all about the caftans and the gold jewelry. She then says that you're not supposed to wear heels in the Hamptons, but obviously that's not me. Now, Rachel Zoe, I've never heard that about you can't wear or not supposed to wear heels in the Hamptons. We are heeled down when we go. So I'm, there's a whole bunch of 6-inch Louboutins. People are very much with the high heels at night, especially at night. So one of the hot restaurants. So I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, girl, the heels are worn out east. Just saying. So now it's the day of the Hamptons trip, and we see that it is 4:33 a.m. They're at the LAX private terminal. We see Kyle arrive first. Rachel arrives right after her. They're being served coffee and caviar. I said, now that's a combo. First of all, coffee already cleans you out, and caviar will clean you out too. So to have coffee and caviar right before a 6-hour flight, I said, that's very adventurous. I'm here for the luxury, but that is a very deadly combo on the stomach. So I said, but I said, hey, whatever, right? I said, listen, honey, yeah, I mean, that will tear your stomach up. I don't know why. I get it. We are in the, we are in the top of the line, the private terminal, but under no circumstances, I don't care how much money you amass, certain things should not go together. And coffee and caviar together, that's a recipe for disaster. But I guess they're built different. Okay. Yes, honey. Stomachs sound like boots in the dryer, honey. That was a choice. It was a choice. So now Brooke said, that's nice, honey. I know Stephanie's bathroom would have been shaking. I'm screaming. So now we have Dorit strolling in at 5:27 a.m. She is in good spirits. She hugs them both. It's normal between her and Kyle, but Kyle does say that it's awkward right now because I don't know how you go on vacation with somebody that you're not speaking to. She says Dorit's in a weird mood because she got there late, and now we're about to start our vacation together. Now, one thing about it, Dorit always seems to be late and is rude. Like, I remember when Teddy first joined the show and they met up for, I think, lunch or dinner or drinks or whatever have you. And Dorit showed up like an hour and 45 minutes late and never apologized for it. So I noticed that, like, Dorit is like the Lisa Hochstein of Beverly Hills. And it's very aggravating. Like, you don't respect anybody's time. Because why are you showing up at damn near a half hour before the plane is about to take off? Like, really, girl? I said, okay. So now, where were we? So yeah, they seem to be in good spirits. They're all talking and chatting. And wait, hold on. I apologize, y'all. I lost my spot. Where were we? Okay. Dorit says PK and I scheduled an emergency mediation. He agreed to take the kids while I'm in the Hamptons. He didn't pick up the kids until very late last night, much later than we had agreed. I said, of course, he was out there zipping it and zooming it, probably on a date. He didn't have time to pick the kids up on time, so I'm not surprised. You can't depend on PK, so I was not surprised to hear that, child. So she goes on to say that besides that, nothing is going to take away from her ability to have fun this weekend. They get on the plane and they are off. So now we get back to, it's the day of Amanda's manifestation party at her house. And I have to say, Amanda had everything set up beautifully. We see the staff with the food. The food looked delicious. The table set up beautifully, like very nice. So now she says that they can sit wherever they want. She's not doing name cards for this dinner party. Her husband comes out and he notices that all the women they're not going to be at the party, right? So Amanda says, well, not all the girls, because Amanda says, yeah, not all the girls are going to be here, because you know how you said that Dorit cannot come to our house and yell at people in front of our children? Well, I just found out that her, Kyle, and Rachel Zoe are going to the Hamptons. She says, see how manifestation works? She's 3,000 miles away from me. So now we cut right back to the Hamptons. Rachel Dorit, and Kyle have arrived. They have touched down at 4:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So they're in the car on their way to Rachel Zoe's friend's house in Amagansett. And Kyle's like, did Amanda invite you both to her house for her manifestation party? Rachel says, yes, she did, and I declined. Now, Kyle, you already knew that Dorit did not get an invitation because they have beef. Why would you ask that? It's stuff like that where it's like, Kyle, I don't get mad when the girls whack you. You're so sneaky. You think that you're so slick. Why would you ask, oh, did you guys both get an invitation, knowing that Dorit did not get an invitation? And the smirk on your face when Dorit said, oh, yeah, I didn't get an invitation. She invited everybody but me. And you know what? I don't care. I could care less, But it's just like, you were just so happy to rub something in somebody's face. It's so annoying. Kyle is very messy. She's very messy. So now Dorit says Amanda is 40 going on 4. She did me a favor because I manifested not getting an invite. So now Rachel Zoe says, are you devastated about not getting an invitation? And Dorit says, not only am I not devastated, but I'm just done. So now we pull up to Rachel's friend's house. The home is gorgeous. All of her friends are excited to see her. Her friend's name is Suzanne. I think Rachel Zoe's sister, Pamela, was also there as well. She's going to be staying with them. So they all thank her for hosting them for the weekend. And she gave them all very nice rooms. So now they're all in the kitchen. And Rachel Zoe says, can I say something that's insane? We're all divorced. So Kyle's like, well, no, I'm just separated. So Dorit's like, well, girl, you just didn't file for divorce yet. But like, you're not with your husband. Mauricio's out and about. Like, what are we talking about? It's clear that Kyle wants one foot in and one foot out. It's almost like she's afraid to get divorced because she still wants to hold it over them that she's the only one still married. Like, yes, babe, you're married on a technicality because you're still separated and legally married, but you're not with your husband. Your husband made it clear that he doesn't want you anymore. He has moved on to greener pastures. He's over it. So for you to say, well, I'm not divorced, I'm just separated. I mean, okay, and do you want a cookie? Do you want a medal? Like, what are we saying here? The man still don't want you single, divorced, married, together. Like, what are we talking? It was so dumb. Yeah, she's not with that man. She's still in love with Mauricio, though. I agree. The only reason why they're married is because it's cheaper to keep her. I agree. Yes, she was raised to be a wife. Yes, she was. Listen, honey, Big Kathy, y'all, please go read. If you can get your hands on the book, The House of Hilton, please go read it. That book did a deep dive into Big Kathy and how they were raised and her upbringing. A mess, honey. A hot mess. Yes, he don't want you no more. Exactly. He's zipping it and zooming it. Exactly. Very male-centered. The only thing they have to talk about is PK and Dorit. Out. You have me screaming. Sounding stupid. Check the local library. Well, yeah, some people said that they did read the book because it was in their library. So it might be in your local library. So please, because Amazon's out here charging $500 for the book. I've got my copy for $50, I believe, 50 or 60. That was 4 years ago too. But yeah, honey, they trying to upcharge that book because they don't want anybody to read it. So a mess. So anyhow, Rachel Zoe says this time last year, my sister Pamela was taking what was it, like an Ativan? I think it's a medication like a Xanax or a Valium. And she says she was trying to put it in my mouth because I couldn't breathe. She says that her and her ex had gotten into it really bad heading into the summer of 2024. Her sister called her and said, you've got to do something because this isn't working. So now Pamela goes on to ask Rachel Zoe, where is her ex-husband, Roger? And Rachel Zoe says, he's living his best life. He's living his best life with your money. Now, a quick thing. A few episodes ago, when I said Rachel Zoe married down, and one of y'all said, no, Brooke, you can't look at it that way because they started their empire together when they were both still in their 20s, and she had no idea who she'd become. That might be true, but the point still remains: when the woman has more money and more status and more power, and the man is not able to rise up, she married down. However which way you slice it, you can put it in a neat bow. wrap it up in a Bergdorf Goodman shopping bag. But the point still remains, she married down, despite them not knowing that she would become this huge name in fashion and have all this money and be a big brand worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The point still remains, she married down, and he became her manager. So a hot mess. But the point still remains, he's living his best life with your money. And I'm praying to God that you have to give him alimony or divorce settlement or child support, because there wasn't a prenup, I believe. Just a hot mess. Yes, listen, people get so upset every time. It's not a lot of people, but I do have some people who say, oh, I don't like when you say that. And you don't have to like it, but the truth is the truth. And the truth hurts. And I'm just here to hopefully be a vessel so that the girls will learn and not be a cautionary tale. But it does not work when the woman has the money and the man doesn't. When a woman has more money than a man, it's always bound to go left. It's about to be a hot mess, even down to the tiniest detail. Okay. Yes, when the man becomes a manager, disaster soon follows. Exactly. She gave him a job or a made-up position. It's giving candy with Todd. Exactly. Yes, he was jealous. It was when she had her show. I didn't really watch the show all like that, but when I did see an episode or two here and there, he seemed very jealous. He was very testy. He'd be rude, very snippy. He seemed annoyed. And he was annoyed because he was upset that his wife is the star and the breadwinner. And he's just there. It doesn't work. And I mean, a lot of y'all laughed at it, but when I say, my grandma would always say, if you have 2, a man needs to have 4. If you have 5, he needs to have 10. But, folks laugh when I say that quote, but it's the truth. And even for women, if you have a luxury car, the man that you're dating needs to have a luxury car too, or it's not going to work. And folks might say, oh, Brooke, you're saying too much, you're doing too much. But no, it's literally the smallest detail. If you have a BMW X7, he needs to have a BMW X7, X8. It needs to he needs to have a Bentley, a Range. He needs to be on the same level or more. It's not going to work if he has a car that's considered lesser than. I'm just saying, it just doesn't work. If you take the bus, he needs to have a car. Okay, he needs to be able to take the train, or it can't be that you have a bus pass and he's walking. Whatever level you're on as a woman, the man needs to have more. There's no other way around it. Okay, am I clear? Yes, honey. Thank you, Ayana. Thank you. It's the truth. It's the truth. So, listen, y'all. I'm just saying it doesn't work, and people can fight me on it all the time. Yes, people were saying if you have 2 legs, he needs to have 3. I was screaming. Yes, if you fly Delta, he better fly private. No, it's true. If you fly Comfort, he needs to fly Delta 1. It's just, whatever you have, it should be more, or at least the same. So, yes, if you take the bus, he has to be the bus driver. No, it's true. It's very true. So, Brooke, you all made me spit up my matcha. He better be able to take the train. No, I'm serious. Y'all think yes, the male ego needs to be satisfied. It's very true. A man needs to be proud of himself, for himself, by himself. Yes. Does this philosophy also sit in gay relationships, asking for the man in my mirror? Now, I have to be honest. I really can't speak to that. And I don't want to talk out of turn. I don't really know how that works. You would have to ask one of your, friends in the community you'd have to ask somebody in the LGBTQ community to tell you, I don't know how that works with 2 men or 2 women. I don't know how that works, but I do know for heterosexual relationships, the man has to have more. But I have wondered, how does that work in gay relationships? So yes, please, if you don't mind helping Christopher, was that your name? If you don't mind telling helping Christopher, because Christopher, I can't answer your question. Yes, if you eat out, he better own the restaurant. Exactly. I'm going to need your advice on how to say this to younger girls. I teach 6th grade middle school. The boys have more baskets than the girls. For Valentine's Day? No. Stop. Can we take a quick pause for a minute? Do you mind if we just stay on here for like 5 minutes? I promise. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I need you to come to the front. Are you serious? Are you serious? The boys had more Valentine's baskets than the girls did? So you're telling me that girls were buying boys? Why is that even an option? So now this is starting at a young age. This is why women are desperate as women, because it's starting as a little girl. I would never think to do that as a little girl. I would never. I always got Valentine's Day, the lollipops and the roses from like a boy who had a crush on me in school. They had the little Valentine's Day boutique, and the boys would buy the girls a single red rose and candy and a card. Never in my life. Never in my life did I ever. I'm in shock. I'm very sorry to hear this. You need to tell them straight. If you can you do like a cute little conference for the girls, like pull them after lunch and say, "Hey girls, we need to talk." Can you do that? Because this is not right. This is why we have so much confusion already in this world, because we're starting early. Oh my gosh. You said, Brooke, that gas was so deep, I felt a gust of wind through the screen. Just a mess. If I had a daughter, she wouldn't be buying a little boy anything. Okay, I'm telling you, it truly is. Spent my whole lunch period complaining with my coworkers. Well, if you're able to pull the girls aside and just let them know, this is not right. Please, it's not of God. It's not of God. We need to get back to Christ. Why are young girls buying boys anything? Honey, I'm telling you. Child. When I was growing up, we bought stuff for everyone in the class. We weren't allowed to give individual gifts until middle school, I think. I got tennis bracelets for mine in high school. I don't know what's in the water. Teachers can't do that, Brooke. Really? I remember. Okay, no, wait. Real, because I remember I remember in middle school or even high school, there would be like assemblies, and we would have like some, the women teachers would like talk about girls. Like, I'm seeing this behavior in the hallways. Like, you shouldn't be out here chasing boys or whatever. Like, there's no assembly that can be done. Exactly. There needs to be an emergency assembly. I agree. Hear me out. It's a TV show, Scandal, Grey's Anatomy, reality shows full of pick-me characters. This is dark-sided. How old are they? Yeah, sixth grade is 11 to 12. She can get in trouble with their parents. What? This is getting out of hand. My teachers would talk to us, honey, times have changed. My niece got a teddy bear and some earrings from this boy who has a crush on her. Exactly. That's how it should be. Why was it an option? Oh gosh. My Girl Scout teacher put us on age-appropriate game. Yes. Not in no, you think we're not joking. I'm serious. We do need an emergency assembly. It's apparent because they purchased the gifts in the first place. My son's girlfriend bought him a very expensive gift and he got her something cheap. I gave her gift back and told her, don't do that. I'm glad you did that. Wow, I'm glad you did that. Yeah, I'm glad you told her, don't ever do that again. Oh, wow. Wow, that's terrible. I'm a teacher too, elementary school teacher. We have to be careful with how we speak to kids. Our teachers used to give us, have good girlfriend talks with us back in the day. That would be discrimination. It would be based on their gender. Oh, wow, you cannot give that type of advice to young ladies because the parents can blow their top. Wow. The parents can't hear any sense, huh? These new parents are just like, you can't say anything these days. What a shame. That's why kids are getting, you have kids out here acting like weirdos, no ambition, no drive, nothing in their head, barely put a sentence together, desperate behaviors because you can't say anything to somebody's kid. It's really sad. Very sad. It truly is. Gone are the days of talking to the kids. Yes, we are doomed. Everybody's happy to sue and start problems now. That's horrible. You said I was in Ladies of Distinction in high school and sponsors let us know how to behave with these boys. You said as a lesbian, without a societal expectation that one partner must be dominant or provider, earning disparities are often easier to navigate. I, however, always date women with more. Oh, I'm screaming. You said, honey, I want to sit back and relax, and they're going to make more. I know that's right. The children have desperados for moms. Very true. Thank y'all for chiming in, teachers, because I would have gotten in trouble. These kids today just watch Zeus and fight on Twitter all day. No ambition. Oh, well, I'm very sorry to hear that. That's very sad. We got Cupcake in the building. Now, if the girls come to us complaining or asking advice, we can offer limited guidance or support, but we still have to be careful. Probably better to include the school counselor. Wow. You can lose your job talking to children about such matters. I'm just really surprised because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like in the early 2000s and 2010s, you could talk to the kids. I remember in middle school in the 2000s, and people could talk to like about, hey, like you might not want to do this. So it's just like shocking to hear that now you can't say anything. That's very sad. You're not about to say you're my soldier and you're being stupid over some boy. Teachers used to be a part of the village. It's technically the parents' place, not a teacher's place to speak on romantic matters. Do they still do sex ed in school? We need to get back to the basics, a lot more real like the 90s. I told my son to never let his woman outdo him in gift giving. I'm glad you told your son that. I'm very glad you told your son that. I feel like we're seeing like more and more of like women buying these extravagant gifts for men, and it's wild out here. Now, a quick thing. I don't mean to get off topic again, but did y'all see, I don't know if it was a skit on Instagram and TikTok. Did you guys see the woman? Did you see her? She has a walker and she's coming in singing that Whitney Houston song, I think from The Bodyguard. And she's proposing to her boyfriend. She's at least, if I had to guess, she's not a day younger than 55. She has her nieces, kids watching her propose to this man, and he turns her down. Yes. You saw that. You saw that, right? I was so mad. I was so pissed. She comes in with her walker, puts the walker to the side, and she's like, we've been dealing with each other for 17 years, and Craig or Chester, whatever his name was. She's like, Chester, you're a good man, and you're the man for me. I wanted to jump out the window. I was so upset. I was in tears. I was so upset when I saw that. It was ridiculous. He said no. She's like, she's wailing. She is, and mind you, she has nieces, nephews, little kids, all watching her do this. And I said, for you to be teaching little girls that this is okay. I was floored. Yes, she looked honey, desperate's not even the word. Yes, in a walker. And it was the, what's that song? It's like, I don't want to hurt anymore. I think it's from The Bodyguard. I think so. I don't know, but it's a Whitney Houston song that she's singing. Just a mess, child. Just, yes, honey, Heavenly Father, no. Having the name Chester is crazy. All I thought it was Cheetos. A good man trying to send me to the Lord early, honey. That poor lady, a damn mess. Oh, gosh. This is why we need you to remind us of who we are. Okay, I have nothing. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. So a Desperado anthem. Okay. So maybe in the next live talking about Fantasia, I'll find the video and I'll link it for y'all to see. That walker would have been up his ass. She really does have nothing, child. Thank you. The clown came back to bite. Oh gosh. Oh, Brooke, I thought you were going to talk about the woman on TikTok who got engaged after 6 weeks to a man who was in prison for 13 years. I just saw that story. We can talk about that too. I'm just, I'm tired. I really have nothing else to say. I'm so exhausted. It's just so sad. Embarrassed in front of her whole family. They learned in real time that being a desperado doesn't pay. It's good they witnessed it. She said, we've only known each other for a little while. I know you said that you don't want a real relationship, but yeah, and then proposed to him with a ring, a mess. We have a desperado live every week, honey. Yes, honey, we have desperation at all ages and stages. It's very sad. You said Whitney got a few side chick bops. And he said, I know you love me, but not that I love you. And there you have it. Her inching up and him moving back was hurting me. Like she can barely, child. Oh gosh. You're doing the right thing, Brooke, to share your heart on this matter. Thank you. Yeah, she comes in when I play, you'll see it in the video. She comes in the door. Has a walker. She comes in, she puts the walker to the side, and then she goes over to him to give her little spiel, her little speech about, he's the man for her and he's a good man and she wants to make him her husband. I almost vomited. I couldn't believe it. She knew he was going to say no. Maybe they never experienced love at a young age, so are confused on how to process infatuation and love. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. I'm aware that people have had very hard childhoods and upbringings. I'm sensitive to that. I have compassion. But let me just say this, Greg. I need you to remember this. I need you to engrave this in your mind. I don't care how you grew up. You don't ever propose to a man. You don't shoot your shot to a man. So again, I don't care how you grew up. You could have grown up with no love in the home. My heart goes out to you. But you always remember, despite that, you don't ever embarrass yourself and degrade yourself and get on bended knee or propose to a man. So, a mess. Just a mess. Yeah, there's no excuse. She loves him more than he will ever love her, whatever that means. I swipe past that video with the quickness, a desperado video every day. You said, I just looked it up and that man was like, why you got to do this? Was this a bad skit or something? So some people in the comments are saying that it was a skit. Other people are saying that it was real. I don't know what to believe, but it's pure foolishness. No, it's Brooke said, save the sob stories. Listen to this good advice. Okay, exactly. Oh my gosh. She was begging, telling him he doesn't have to say yes, but it could be a maybe or something. I said, girl, reassurance can be had another way. You don't listen. You don't never. Do you remember when Chrissy, proposed to Jim Jones? I remember that. I was disgusted. It should have never seen the light of day. I agree. I had a former male friend who believed this evolution of women's rights have created this chaos. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, please. Now he sounds crazy. It's not about the evolution of women's rights. You have desperate women. Okay? Men do know what to offer. This sounds like a lazy man. It sounds like a lazy man. And I noticed you said former male friend. It sounds like a lazy man who wants a woman to chase after him. Because for him to say he doesn't know what to offer a woman, he knows what to offer a woman. Men know what to offer a woman. They just can't offer it. They don't have it to offer. And now they want to talk about, oh, well, it's women's rights. Stop it. It's desperation. Oh, yes. Gayle King. Did y'all see that clip before Valentine's Day? She had an interview with what's his name? Morris Chestnut. And she was like, Morris Chestnut, how do you feel about women approaching men or shooting their shot? And Morris Chestnut has sense. I said, that's why God is still favoring him with a great career and a long marriage that seems like it's going well. But he was like, no, he said, I'm a married man. But he said, if I were out in these streets dating, I would not appreciate a woman shooting her shot. He said, I don't believe that women should be shooting their shot. Let the man see you. The man saw you. And if he doesn't like you, he wasn't interested. Okay. And Gayle King was like, oh, I'm doing it all wrong then. Like, oh man, like I can't do anything right. I said, the fact that Gayle is 71, 72, shooting her shot, not realizing that if a man wants you, he will walk over across the street to approach you. A mess. I was floored too. And Morris told her, right, she was like, are you sure? Like, are you so like, but and then she was like, oh, it's a new day and time. And he was like, girl, I don't care if it's 3026. You don't ever shoot your shot to a man. And the fact that you're doing that, you are aware that he saw you, right? You just might not be his type. He might be married. It could be a plethora of things, but either way, just get this through your head, y'all. If you have to shoot your shot with a man, he is not interested, because I'm telling you right now, that man saw you. And for whatever reason, he did not approach you. Okay. And if he did not approach you, then leave it at that. But you don't go up to a man and approach him. Thank you. It's so much confusion. Yes, he did he let her know what time it is. He sure did. And y'all know what it pulled up grinning in a You stop. Ty Fox, you have me screaming. Stop. I am yelling so hard. Do y'all see this comment? Y'all have me screaming, please. Child. Yes, honey, I don't care if it's, yes, we could be living in 6547. Women better not be shooting their shots. Oh my gosh. I'd rather mop the ocean floor. Same here. Sally from Southern Charm used to take that advice. If a man wants you, he'll let you know. Oh yeah, I saw the clips of Sally. Sally's out here shooting her shot with men. A mess. No, literally, Ty's comment has me screaming. Ty is on a roll, honey. Ty always has a nasty read. Ty does. Ty does have a nasty read ready at all times. Listen, Ty, you have me screaming. You have me yelling so hard, okay? Yes, I have men the opposite side of the building coming to me. If he wants to, he will find a way. Exactly. You forgot, honey, we forgot all about Beverly Hills, honey. Yeah, Sherry Shepherd talking about, oh yeah, if you see a cute man at the bar, you want his attention, send him a basket of wings and beer. Absolutely not. Yes, I don't even initiate a text or a phone call with man until after the third day, okay? Sally isn't worse than Vanita. Ty's mouth has been lethal the past few lives. Oh, it has been. In my 33 years, I've never had the inkling to approach a man. I'll never understand it. Exactly. Child, oh my gosh, the folks on the watching the replay are gonna be upset with us getting off topic, honey. Sally brought chickens for that man who doesn't even want her. She's out of pocket. What? Child, you said, please, this season of Southern Charm, cut the cameras. Yes, honey, Ty Fox, come get your baddie chain. You said, no, Sherry, I'll send him the bill for the wings and beer, though. In my dating life, I've never approached a man. Exactly. They can fast forward. Sherry's a sucker for punishment. We want to hear you do a live about salad. Oh, okay. Well, I need to catch up on Southern Charm then. Sally is going out bad. I've never seen somebody that thirsty. He'll say, thank you for the wings, Desperado, and go get the woman he actually wants. Exactly, Carmela. Exactly. Yes, Bonita tried to get with JT knowing that he had a girlfriend and was still trying to pursue him. So she's not that much different either. The replay crew will be all right. Okay. Yes, this is a very vital topic in today's times, because we have women regressing. We have women going off the deep end. Women are losing their minds, honey. So we got to talk about this. It's the truth. Listen, Sally is a mess. Is that bad with Sally? Okay, I'm going to watch it then. If it's that bad, no, I want some wings. Yes, honey. He will share those wings with the women he wants. Exactly. Lavette can fast forward. I want Vanita off that show as another topic. Yes, they're going to be whining, saying you wish you had this, or that's why you don't have a man. Desperados and bums, shut up. Because I always have a few, and I want to be nice, but I always have a few, just a few. I'll call them contrarians to be nice. But you have a few who will say to me in the comments, Brooke, I shot my shot and it worked for me. I scored and I'm not desperate and my man loves me. He's obsessed with me. And I'm like, okay. Whatever you say, hun. Maybe in your imagination, but I doubt it. But yeah, I always get a few who say, Brooke, I shoot my shot with men, and it's a new day, it's a new time. I'm like, okay, girl, you can do what you want to do. Ultimately, it's your life. Everybody's grown. Do what you want to do. If it feels right to you, do it. But I know, as for me, never, ever. And it doesn't work. But if you feel like my advice doesn't make any sense and you want to sit up here and shoot your shot with a man, be my guest. If you want to be a desperado, be my guest. I am not stopping you from living your best desperado life. But over here, it's a no for me. Yes, honey. Brooke said, once again, that's nice, honey. Not me, girl. Being the exception to the rule does not mean Brooke is wrong. Okay? Yes, it's going to backfire every time. Men love the chase. They do love the chase. So, oh wait, what happened? And that's when you give them the usher finger to send them back to the block list. Okay? Jameer is quick with it today. Oh wait, do we have a troll in here or something? Child, there's always someone with a bum for a man telling me I'm single because I expect too much. I'll be alone before taking less than I deserve. Exactly. Yes, like, right? Exactly. Girl, here you go. Here's your cookie. Yes. When you shoot your shot, you will have to pursue that man. I mean, a woman pursuing a man is just, that's just out of order. That's out of order. That is out of order. If shooting your shot works, it's only because he was planning to approach you first. He would have approached already, because it doesn't take all day and night. You said, Brooke, I was talking about the people who mentioned those stories to you. Oh, okay. No, I thought you meant, because somebody said Jameer's quick with it. I thought that you had gotten somebody out. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Yes, desperados in good relationships are quietly miserable, always anxious, and in deep denial. Exactly. Yes, my husband's still chasing me. They can have that. I know that's right. Then he should have approached. Exactly. Okay, we got to talk about that. The Clifton Powell, I saw that clip. It's called that they did a panel, and it's like Black men trust Black women. I saw that title. I said, this is some foolishness. I saw that clip. Yeah, we have to do another live and talk about Fantasia, that panel, and the woman who proposed to her boyfriend or whoever on Valentine's Day. It's a lot to talk about. Yes, Brooke, have you seen those YouTube channels that expose all the old school tea and desperation in the Black celebrity community? Yes. I was just watching one last week about, remember that conversation we had about Frederick Douglass and a lot of you know what I'm talking about. There was a video that I saw about, I want to say it was Paul Mooney and who he married and I was like, oh, but yeah, I've seen a lot. I'm subscribed to a lot of those channels, and it is some good tea. I've seen the one, there's a channel that exposed that old tea with Madame CJ Walker. I think her daughter married down, a hot mess. But yeah, I love those channels. Child, listen, honey. Oh, listen. Child, we will talk, honey. Yep, because you know what? But you know why he's saying that? You know why he's saying that now? He's saying that he learned to love at 60 because he wants a nurse and a purse. That's why. Because when these men get run down, he's run down, and the money's gone if it was ever there. But when the money's gone, the looks have dried up, the dick's not working. Now all of a sudden they want to be monogamous and be faithful and a good man. And they have all these health issues and ailments. They're looking for a hospice wife. Very sad. And the way he flipped out on that young man at that panel because he called him out on his BS was very telling. A hot mess. He doesn't want to love. He just now wants to love. It's not even love. He wants assistance. He needs somebody to take care of him. He's not looking for love. He's looking for help. It's very sad. And I hope that nobody gets with him. Yep, a nurse with a purse. A mess. Wait, his son is dating Sasha Obama? Who? What? Really? Oh, I had no idea. Yep, looking for a CNA. Nobody at the club wants the old uncle. Now they're ready for a relationship. Exactly. Short and do. He's near his deathbed. Yep, the end times, honey. The end times. Clifton Powell's son? Oh, I had no idea. Oh, I had no idea. Wow, you learn something new every day. Wow. Michelle, come get your daughter. Yes, honey. His son is dating the younger Obama daughter. I had no idea. Wow. Wow. And he's sitting up here hollering and carrying on, talking stupid about he just now learned to love at 70 years old. He just became faithful. He's just now being faithful at 70. Child, a mess. What does the son do for a living? Listen, I want to know that too. A hot mess. Honey, yes, honey, Barack, come get your baby. Come get her. Listen, this doesn't make any sense. Yep, please be equally yoked. Yep, like Murphy. Yes, like Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence's kids. They're married. Child. You said, don't stick me with the broke D and moonlighting as a CNA. I'll stay alone. Michelle, it's time to go low, sis. Come rescue her. They should date the upper echelon. Exactly. Allegedly, his son is a writer and director. Child, learning to be faithful at 70 is embarrassing. Sorry, not sorry. It is embarrassing. And it's sad. It's very sad. But child, when I tell you, the way these men are about to bust hell wide open, I feel like hell is going to be packed. Hell is going to be packed with at least 90% of men. It's going to be 90% of heterosexual men. They're going to bust hell wide open for the crimes that they have done against humanity, women, children. Like, it's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be jam-packed. They are going to bust the gates of hell wide open. Yes, honey, a deadbeat convention. Listen. All right, y'all. So guys, let's get back on track with to finish up this recap on Beverly Hills. All right. One of y'all said, Brooke, I hate to be a Levette, but let's get back on track. So let's get back on track, y'all. So anyhow, so it's the day of Amanda's manifestation party. And we now see Bose and Erica on their way to Amanda's house. So Erica, they're in the car together, and Erica says that she talked to her sweetheart today, her new boyfriend. Bose is squealing. She's like, oh my gosh, your sweetheart. Like, I can't believe this. Like, you're in love. Like, da-da-da-da-da. She's excited for Erica. So Erica says, she likes John because he's not shakable. She says that men will want to talk to her and approach her, but then they'll realize that they'll realize who she is and be like, you know what? I don't want to be involved with somebody like that. And she says, I get it. I wouldn't either. So now Erica's asking Bose if Bose has talked to Amanda. Bose says, no, she hasn't. She says, oh no, actually I did when she invited me to her party. So Erica says, I don't really know what's going to happen. She said, we're having a manifest. We're going to be manifesting tonight. So Bose says, I just don't understand how she's selling manifestation because that's made her money, right? How are you teaching people how to manifest money by taking their money? Do they have any ROI, return on investment? Bose, why are you so pressed? You find a way to tear Amanda's business down every chance you get. And now hearing Amanda say that you tried to do the same thing, you were trying to sell manifestation courses and they flopped, nobody bought them. It's giving a little something. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But it's just weird to me. And Lord knows I'm not the biggest Amanda fan either, but you find a way to tear her business down. Why do you care so much? She makes money. There's a lane for everybody and for everything. If people want to shell out their hard-earned dollars to manifest millions, let them do it. She's not scamming. People are willingly giving her their money. She's no different than the author of The Secret. She's no different than the great teachers like Bob Proctor and Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. If you read like the self-help, if you're into like manifestation, you know all of the great teachers and the authors of those books. What she's doing is no different from them. You could say that about Napoleon Hill of the Think and Grow Rich series. Like, it's like, girl, why are you so mad? It's weird. Yes, if it works for these people, let her go. Let it go. Exactly. Yes, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Thank you. What is it? The Game of Life and How to Play It. All of those iconic books on how to manifest the life of your dreams. That's no different than what Amanda's doing. So I don't know why you have so much smoke for her, in my opinion. Yes, Mel and Tony Robbins. Exactly. It's the same thing. What's her name? She is an OG pioneer in the game. The older woman, she looks like that pastor Joyce Myers. What's her name? Esther Hicks. All of that is in the same family. So why do you have so much smoke for her? It's weird to me. Yes, the richest man in Babylon. No, she looks like Joyce Myers. Her name is Esther Hicks, and she does those manifestation courses. She's been doing it since like the 70s and 80s, and she's still doing it now. And she teaches you how to be in alignment and on the frequency of money and wealth. So, and honestly and truthfully, what Amanda's saying isn't far off. Like, there is an energy to everything in this world, and there isn't it. You either have an abundance mindset or a scarcity mindset. So what Amanda's saying is not off base. It's not. Yes, motivational speakers. Yes, Susie Orman. You said Iyanla. I'm screaming. So I don't know. I'm just really, yes, Abraham Hicks. Thank you. I said Esther Hicks. Thank you. Abraham Hicks. Thank you. I appreciate you. I knew I was off. Thank you. Yes, it's the same thing. So I don't know. Yes, Les Brown, David Goggins. Exactly. Yes. Okay. We see each other. Okay. So yes, the motivational, I'm not going to, what's his name? Pastor Ike, Reverend Ike. He used to always prosperity preaching. So it's the same thing. So I don't know why they're trying to sit up here and act like she's a scammer. I don't know. Bo should have this energy for her fiance. Okay. Exactly. So yes, The Secret was a huge thing. It sold 10 million copies. I have a copy of The Secret. So please, listen, I love a good, I like a good self-help book every now and again, honey. So I'm here for what Amanda's selling. Yes, you said Pastor Jamal, Oprah was pushing manifestation. She sure was. Keely needs to take the course and get some coins. Y'all need to, you said Creflo Dollar. I love it. Yeah, the 4 agreements. It's true. I love self-help. So Amanda's not doing anything different than anybody else, in my opinion. So anyhow, Erica says, I would like to know a little bit more of what she's doing over here. It seems like it's really good, which means that it's not. Again, y'all seem to be it's giving hater, because why are y'all trying to act like she's a scammer? So now we're back at Amanda's house. I keep forgetting about Natalie. She's the friend of the show. She is getting a divorce from the creator of American Idol. So she's sitting on some money. But no offense, Natalie, you are a bit boring. You are dull. I mean, I forget, you're just there. But we see her show up. So now, Amanda says, this is Kyle's old house. Sutton used to live here too. We remember how Sutton rented the house. She was paying $25,000 a month. And side note, there's no way I am renting your home and you are talking to me like a dog. Kyle was calling Sutton everything but a child of God, said Sutton was weird. I see you next Tuesday, along with Erica and Renna, all while Sutton was giving her 25 grand a month to live in her house. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There is no world where I'm supporting you. I'm putting money in your pocket and you're talking to me like a dog. There is no world. No, ma'am. So anyhow, we see Sutton and Kathy Hilton arrive, and Kathy says, oh, did they paint the house? It looks newly painted. And now Sutton says, oh, there used to be a picket fence, but now there's a new gate. So now, mind you, Amanda has a Money Queen welcome mat at her front door. So Sutton makes fun of the Money Queen welcome mat, and now they walk into the house. So Amanda has caviar for them. She says, let's have a caviar moment. Sutton says Amanda loves a moment. So now we see Erica and Bose arrive. So Bose is making fun of the Money Queen welcome mat. She says, this just screams nouveau riche, Money Queen at your service. I said, why are you making fun of her welcome mat? If she wants to, listen, hold on. Here's my thing. When it comes to somebody's home, if they want to decorate it with garish paintings, if they want to paint the house pink, who am I to tell anybody how to do their house? If she wants to have 10 welcome mats at the door that say Money Queen, that's her right. I felt like Bose is just giving obsession because whatever Amanda does, you have something smart to say, and it's getting weird. It's really getting bizarre. And I'm like, why do you care so much? And technically, you guys could all be considered nouveau riche. If we're being honest, it's no shade. Like, what are we? I'm confused. I really am. Why do you care about the welcome mat at her front door? You're in somebody's home, be gracious or don't go. But like, oh yeah, her welcome mat said Money Queen. Who does that? It's so gauche. It's so tacky. Okay, but that's her house where she lays her head at night and pays the mortgage. You don't pay a damn bill in her house. Why do you care so much? I can't. Yes, they do think that she's easy to pick on. Yes, it's her house. Let her do what she wants to do. Why do you care so much? So now Erica says, I knew the Kyle era of this house, the Sutton era, and this is my favorite room. So now it's time for them to go to the dinner table and make their manifestations. And now Bose is like, oh, where are the rest of the girls? Now, Bose, you and Dorit are newfound best friends. I'm sure Dorit told you that she was going to be in the Hamptons that weekend. So why are you even asking this? It was so silly. And also, production tells you guys who's going to be in a scene that before you guys even get there for filming. So you already know, okay, you're going to be filming with the whole group, or you're going to be filming with her, and her. These three are away on another trip. So why are we even asking? Like, why are we playing these games? It was so silly to me. Like, you just want to hear yourself talk. So anyhow, Amanda's like, well, it's not all of the girls. It's just like the 5 of us because the rest of them are in the Hamptons. So now Bose is like, oh yeah, I was about to say, was Dorit not invited? So Amanda says, well, I was struggling with inviting her, but the choice was made for me because she's out of town. So Bose keeps pressing the issue. Bose is like, oh, but if you had a party next week, would you invite her? And Amanda says, well, if her and I spoke beforehand, sure. But the way we've left things off, I feel uncomfortable. So Bose is like, oh my gosh, now she's uncomfortable around Dorit, can't have a conversation without feeling accosted, can't have the woman in her home because she feels violated. This is an overdramatic response to a very small issue. Once again, Bose, if the woman does not want her in her house, that is her right. I'm a big believer in Do not invite people to your house if you don't like them and they don't like you. Why do you care so much? And I don't like how you act like you're Erica and Dorit's bodyguard in a way. It's annoying. Why are you so mad? Oh, so you wouldn't invite her if you had a party at your house next week? No, she wouldn't. Next case, would you invite Amanda to your house? You don't like Amanda. So if you didn't invite her to your house, we would understand. Amanda would understand. Like, I don't know. Bose, you trying to be a mean girl, it's not landing. That's just not you. It's not. I'm just not buying this. It's all very bizarre. Yes, Bose windmilling for Dorit is getting tired. Exactly. So now Erica sits down and even she's asking, where's Dorit? And Bose says she's in the Hamptons. So Erica says, how did I get left out? I should be in the Hamptons right now, manifesting billions. Instead, I'm over here at Kyle's old house with the money queen welcome mat. I said, wow. Now, I will say, I was surprised that Rachel Zoe did not extend the invite to Erica too, knowing that her and Erica had become close as well. But Rachel said, I can only take 2 girls with me, Erica next time. But Erica, that was nasty to say, oh, I'm here at Kyle's old house. It's like, girl, don't do that. Because right now it's Amanda's house. Amanda's name is on that deed. Amanda's paying that mortgage every month. Okay, so it's no longer Kyle's. Like I just don't like the shade. Just say the house is nice and be quiet. Like, I don't know, all this unnecessary shade is just weird. But I know Erica was pressed though, because I know she always loves a free trip. So now we're back in the Hamptons and they're at dinner. Dorit says, I've been to the Hamptons, but never like this. The whole restaurant that we're at, the vibe, it's like we're in Rachel's world and I'm obsessed. So we see them, listen, honey, there is nothing like the nightlife in the Hamptons, honey. Please. And that restaurant is packed. The bar is packed. Men galore. It is a very nice time. So they sit down at their table. They're ordering their drinks. They're ordering some food. Kyle says, I was skeptical of coming on the trip, but now that I'm here, I feel good. It feels good to be out. So now, mind you, they spot no other than the legendary Donna Karen. She comes over to say hello. Kyle was fangirling. She's like, oh my gosh, is that Donna Karen? So Donna Karen comes over, says hi to all of them. She's like, you guys are in LA, right? She says, I belong in LA. I plan on moving to LA myself. So now Rachel Zoe shares that Donna Karen has been with her whole career. They have a good relationship. She's always been really warm and loving to her. Just lovely. So now Kyle's like, oh my gosh, I love her. She's great. So Rachel says, you know how nice she was to me when I was 22 years old? She was always so sweet. So now Kyle says, whatever the group is doing back home is not as cool as this. And they're right. They really are living it up. Okay. They are having a good old time. So now we're back in Bel Air. And it's time for them to take out their pens and journals to manifest. So Erica says, oh, we got a signed copy of your self-published book. I'm thrilled. If you don't like this woman so much, then don't go. Like, can we just talk about it for like 5 minutes? If you don't like somebody, if whatever they do is going to piss you off, then just decline the invitation. Like, y'all will not stop picking at her, and you're going to do this thing where you pick on her so much that we all eventually end up liking Amanda a lot. And y'all keep doing this. It's like this girl whatever she does is a problem. My God. So anyhow, Amanda gets some quick shade in. She says, if they cracked open the book, they might find some useful info that would help them. Chapter 2, for example, don't wait on a man to make you rich. I said, ooh. So now Amanda says, let's do some manifesting. Bose is like, oh, really? Like, just like that? Just no warm up? This feels like sex without foreplay. We're just going right in. I was like, Bose, are you okay? She told you from the very beginning that this was a manifestation party with manifestation journals and all of that. Why are you acting so surprised saying, oh, we're just going to manifest right now? What, really? Like, just like that? No warm up? Like, what kind of warm up is there to manifest? I just, Bose, I'm trying. I'm trying. I really am trying. But you're making it hard for me. You really are. You really are. Okay, so we're all on the same page. I see your comments. We are all on the same page. Okay? She's doing way too much. She's doing way too much. So now Amanda starts it off by asking them if they could have anything and be guaranteed to get it. Possibilities were completely limitless. What would they allow themselves to want? So Bose is like, you want us to write that down? Bose, what do you think the pen and journal is there for? For you to look at it? She clearly said, write it down. Why are you going to ask her, oh, so we have to write this down? Respectfully, you only have one time to try me and be smart and be a contrarian before I just go off. I would have just said, you know what, Bose, if you don't want to be here, you can go. Just like that. I'm not going to force you to like me. I'm not going to force you to do this. You don't like me. You obviously can't stand me. You want to pick at whatever I do. I can't win in your eyes. So you know what? Just see yourself out, because I'm not going to do this. You want to be a smart ass the entire time. It's like, what is going on? I said, child, I listen. It's just, I said, I don't have time for it. My patience is too thin. If you don't like me, fine, but I'm not going to sit up here and do this nice, nasty, passive aggressive. I don't do passive aggressive. I'm very direct. I will tell you exactly how I feel. And also with me, there's no guesswork. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I'm not going to sit up there and pretend to be your friend. I'm not doing that. If I don't like you, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit up there and fool with you. I'm not going to mess with you. I just don't like you. It's simple, it's sweet, it's to the point. But I promise you, I don't play that passive aggressive stuff. So yeah, I do. Or I just pay you dust. I pay you dust because I promise you, I'm going to call it out every single time. You obviously have a problem. Let's talk about it. So, Bose, I don't know what this attitude was, but you came in with the wrong spirit and the wrong attitude. So now Amanda says that her life is a living, breathing example of what we can create, that we can create whatever we want. She says when she was a little girl, she had a Malibu Barbie book. She starts getting emotional. She says in the book, Barbie had a 3-story house in Malibu with an elevator, convertible, and could see the dolphins outside her house. She says it's now lost on her that when she moved into her home in Malibu in 2018, she had a 3-story house with an elevator and could see the dolphins. We're all manifesting all the time. And she's right about that. Yes. Listen, not to get off topic, but I get annoyed when I see some of y'all joking around about yourselves. You don't ever speak badly about yourself. You don't call yourself broke. If money is tight for you, you don't ever say that out loud. Never. I'm not saying to deny what you're going through, but if you want things to change, you have to change your thinking. Okay? Seriously. The power of the tongue. There's life and death is in the power of the tongue. I know everybody's not religious, but listen, you need to be careful about what you're speaking. You need to be, yes. So somebody gets it. You need to be careful about what you're speaking. Don't let anybody speak negativity over you. Don't let anybody talk, and definitely do not talk crazy about yourself. Do not. Stop. I can't stand when some folks will say they could never have that or whatever. I'm like, see, I always grew up with an attitude of there was nothing that I couldn't have, be, or do, right? Like I still feel that way today, right? I've never had that scarcity mindset about I couldn't, like let me say this. I could never look at like a private jet or a yacht and say, "Oh, must be nice." That could never. Like, no, there is nothing in this life that I can't have or do. Like, there's nothing, like nothing is out of my reach. Nothing. And it saddens me that the majority of people don't feel that way. Like, I get sad when I see comments on social media like, "Oh, like about the Housewives," and some folks will be in the comments like, "Oh, like that's nice for them, but like not for us." Like, it's like, girl, like no shade, but speak for yourself. Like, I don't feel that way, and also I was surrounded by people who did have, so my mind is different. I don't look at things like it's out of my reach. Like, whatever I want, I can get. And if I don't have it, it's because I just like Cat Williams. I'll never forget when Cat Williams did his infamous interview with Shannon Sharp. He said, the only reason why I don't have something is because I don't have it. It's not because I can't get it. And that's how I feel. There's nothing that I can't get or have. Like, nothing's out of my reach. Nothing. And I've always like, and that always annoyed people when I was younger. And now I understand why, because so many people are so limited. But nothing's out of my reach. And I get sad when I see how some people watch these shows and they look at these shows like, "Oh, I could never have that." I'm like, "Oh, I feel sorry that you feel that way, but like, there's nothing out of my reach. Nothing. A Birkin, like, literally, there's nothing there's no material item that I can't have. There's no room that I can't be in. And you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yes, my mama told me get rid of if and say when. It's very true. So, yes, can do, will do. Yes. No, no, say this again. We can do all the things that housewives are doing. Exactly. It's very true. And I get sad that so many viewers view the housewives as when people say, "Oh, they're aspirational," or they're showing a life that people will never have. I'm like, "Well, speak for yourself." Like, respectfully, no, respectfully, I never looked at them. I never looked at a housewife like that. And the housewives know that. The ones who have met me know that I've never looked at them as like, sorry, I can have the same thing that they can have. And I really hope that you all feel that way. I hope that you don't ever look at anybody like you can't have it, or you know what I'm saying? So if you have a poverty mindset, I hope you get rid of it. I really do. It bothers me so bad, and that's why I feel it can be hard for me to want to be around people, because so many people are so negative, and I'm and if you have limited thinking, I've always had limitless thinking. There's I can when I was a kid, I was a child. There was nothing that I couldn't, and my parents told me I could have whatever I want. So I've never grown up with a scarcity mindset ever, ever. The most expensive Hermes bag, it could be a crocodile Birkin, $200,000. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can have that. I can get like, there's nothing out of my reach. There's not a car that's out of my reach. There's not a person that's out of my reach. Nothing's out of my reach." So, and I really hope that you take what I'm saying. I hope that you take it and run with it. So, yeah. Yes, no, don't sleep on this wisdom. I'm serious. I'm very no, I always I'm not trying to be funny, but I always say that, listen, this is not I'm not saying this in an arrogant way whatsoever. Well, I'm sorry. The gems that I drop in these videos is it's like $1 billion worth of game. If you really apply what I say in these videos, your life can be completely different in the best way possible in less than a year's time. If you apply the notes, you could be a completely different person. Listen, I'm not charging anybody for this. I'm not saying, I'm not, like, you get what I'm saying? If you really applied the notes, if you really believe what I'm saying, you could really change your life. Your life can be changed by June. So, just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how we even got here, but I'm glad that we did, because somebody needed to hear that. This is a word. Okay, well, good. I'm happy. It's very true. I applied your advice about moving in silence. It changed my life. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yes, what's for you is for you. You definitely inspire me. I'm 54 years old, young. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. You said, I'm happy to be in the room. Oh, thank you. I've been listening. I went out on Valentine's Day by myself. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. No, I'm very serious. Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of people made it later in life. Your time is coming. Is this a manifestation live? I guess it is. Thank you. Brooke is practicing an abundance mindset every time she's on live. I mean, but it's my whole life. It's not even practice. It's just my life. It is. You know, I see abundance in my life. So I feel like I think you also have to you have to realize who's saying something. I think that's also important. Who is the messenger? You can't really preach abundance if your life does not reflect that. And that's not being shady or arrogant, but you will know a tree by its fruit. And my tree has fruit. Okay. So I'm just saying, I'm not what I'm telling you is what I'm saying. You can say, okay, well, you can see tangible results. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, this is somebody could say this. How do I say this? When you hear messages like that, you have to always consider the source. Are they living an abundant life? You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, look at the material. No, I'm just saying, like, I think I'm qualified to speak on things because, but child, I remember how you said that as a child, you knew that you would be famous, and look at you now. What have you accomplished? Well, yeah, what you've accomplished. No, it's from the time I was a little girl. What? Listen, no, it's true. It's very true. It's very true. It's very true. So you're next selling us a dream. You're speaking you're not selling us a dream. Yes, you're speaking what you know. Exactly. You said, Gail, I thought she would. Oh, you must be early into you're like behind in the recap. You said now it's having an abundance revival led by Evangelist Brooke and Minister Amanda, honey. We're all getting a 28,000 bonus. Yeah, I got that 95,000. Yes, the way you live your life speaks for itself. It's very true. So yes, honey. Yeah, we have another Johnny in the chat. We have another Johnny. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Johnny, honey. Yes, of course. It's holistic. It's not only money, abundance and wealth, joy, health. Yes, relationships, healthy love. No, it's the whole thing. Of course. So, all right, y'all. I've been listening. Brooke, very powerful. I'm manifesting my lottery win. Yeah, no, please put it out there. And also, write down your dreams. Write the vision. Make it plain. What they say about when you journal and there's something, the power of putting pen to paper. Don't put it in your notes app. Don't just think about it. Write your dreams and goals down in a journal and see. There's something powerful about writing things down. Yes, pen to paper. It's very true. It's very true. That's why I can't get with the girls trying to act like Amanda is a scammer, because what she's saying is the truth. Like she's not off base. And for Bose to act like, oh girl, how can you teach people about getting money and you never worked a corporate job? What Amanda's saying is not off base. So just saying. Yes, everything I wrote on paper, I get. No, it's true. So we listen, honey, okay, exactly. Yes, that's right. My mom did that with an expensive surgery she had to have. She wrote it on paper and she ended up not having to pay 1 penny for it. Yes, it's true. Listen, it works. So, okay, so we see each other. You are correct. Yes, move in silence. Exactly. So, listen, child. Yes, she has a background in psychology, so she's qualified. Yeah, again, that's why I'm just not here for Bose and all these snide remarks like she's a scammer. Oh, I'm happy. You're right. I will find something I wrote a couple of years ago, and most entries have materialized. Yes, exactly. She's changing mindset around money, Bose. What's not clicking? Exactly. Oh my gosh, hold on. You have a new profile picture. You had the Jurassic, you're the one with you had the Jurassic Park logo, and we were, oh my gosh. Well, hey, oh, come on, profile picture, come through. Come on, giving us face in this profile picture. I know that's right. This is you, right? You had the Jurassic Park logo before, correct? And we had a good kiki. We had a good kiki in that live about that. Oh yes, okay, yeah, you switched it up. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. I am here for this change. I am here for this change. Oh, I know that's right. You look great. You look, yes, honey. She got that face up. Yes, exactly. The season of new profile pictures. Yes, honey. God is good. You love my memory. Thank you. Oh, my dad had a fantastic memory. Oh my gosh. I get it from him. He had a phenomenal memory. So, oh, I am screaming. So, and that's why, and you know, it's funny. That's why I always say, you know, watch what you write in the comment section. Because if you think that I forgot, if you cursed me out last year and I said, oh, you cursed me out last year. So watch what you write, child. Because I remember the usernames, you know. So please, so it comes in handy. Yes, honey, elephant brain, like Kempire says. Yes. You said, I got to watch what I say since Brooke has this kind of memory. You said, let me update my picture, child. I was pregnant in this one. Well, I'm screaming. Yes, honey. Come on, manifest it, honey. Manifest it. Memory of an elephant. Yes, honey. And that, I feel like that's why I can hold a grudge. That's why I feel like it's linked, because elephants hold grudges. And my dad will always say, you have the memory of an elephant. Because you know, oh, I think it goes hand in hand of why I can hold a grudge, because I can remember everything. In an argument, I know exactly what you said. I know what you were wearing. You were wearing the dress with the bow tie and a top hat. This one was, you know, so it's like, it's really hard to argue with me, because I remember everything. For the most part, I remember everything, single detail. Would you ever consider motivational speaking? I mean, I feel like I'm already doing it now on here with you guys. I've been shocked about how much you remember about me. Yes, you have your parents own a vineyard. Yes, elephants never forget. They don't. So watch what the F you say, baby girl. Watch what the F you say. Yup, Whitney sure did say that, honey. Brooke said the North remembers, honey. Okay. Yes, honey. I know my people, honey. I know my people. I said this more than, yes, I have. I know my people. I know my people. Yes. Manifesting is biblical and should be applied to our lives daily. Yes, exactly. Nothing slides over here. Exactly. So, all right. Yeah. Yes, elephants are also very sweet creatures. They are very sweet, but if you slight them, if you mess things up, it's a different side, honey. It's a different side. Yes, you have an impeccable memory too. My family asks me about people's birthdays and anniversaries. Yes. Yes, honey, I hold a grudge too. It's hard because I can replay it in my head. Exactly. Brooke gonna get snatched us. Brooke's gonna snatch us like Brooke done snatch us like Monique snatched that girl loving hip hop if we talk crazy to her. Okay, listen. It's a Taurus thing. You can't say things or do things to us because we hold a grudge. Remember how you made us feel. Okay, listen, honey. Oh, I think my 24-year-old daughter loves when you speak on these things, especially dating up. She has that mindset. Oh, I loved it. I'm happy to hear it. Yes, so you better come correct. Brooke, do you remember that I'm the one that told you that I told my husband I learned about browsers from you? Oh, okay, no. I remember one of y'all said that, but I forgot. I did not know. I forgot that you said it, Chiquita. But now I'm gonna always remember that though, that that Chiquita told her husband about. So now that you said this, you refresh my memory. I'm gonna remember this from here on out. So, I'm in May. I am early May. Yes, honey. I may not remember your birthday. I remember that shady thing you said. All right, y'all. You said I remember Chiquita. Yes, honey. Yes. Y'all have me screaming. Don't say I introduced y'all. I didn't introduce y'all to anything, honey. Y'all already knew. You better stop it. Okay, y'all. So now, wait, where are we? Erica says she wrote down total financial freedom. She says, I need to win some cases. I need to do this manifestation. So Kathy jokes and says, I'm copying Erica. They all laugh like, Kathy, girl, you have more money for 8 lifetimes, okay? So now Natalie says, I've never done this before as a group exercise. I usually do this alone. So now Amanda says, I usually do this online, but when I'm in small, but I do small groups. People will pay for a VIP day and we'll all write for like 10 minutes. So now Bose decides that she wants to break up the party, and she brings up Amanda saying that she would not have invited Dorit. Listen, I'm just a big believer in respecting people in their homes, because that's what I want when I have guests over. If you guys are in a restaurant, fine, have at it, be shady, be snarky. But Bose, you're losing me. Bose, you lost me. Yes, it was big loser energy. It really was. For you to interrupt her, you guys are doing the manifestation activity, and you want to interrupt her and talk about how she wasn't going to invite Dorit. We've stop. It's getting weird. It's getting real weird. I don't know who put the battery in your back, but it's not landing, Bose. And you're out here looking crazy. I was embarrassed for you. Like, why are we stopping the party to interrupt her about who she did or didn't invite? What are we talking about here? And once again, Amanda is way too gracious, because had it been me, it would have been, Bose, get out. Get out. You've been poking at me already for the last hour, and now you want to stop the activity to talk about this? Absolutely not. Yes, Bose is exhausting. It's very tacky. I'm just, is hen, we see each other. And you know the folks get mad when that's said, but is hen 95, just know that me and you, we see each other. We see each other, okay? We see each other. So now Amanda says, well, I was struggling with the situation. Erica says, as you should be. So now Sutton jumps in, and Sutton says, you should be. I'm going to tell you how to fix it. You got to cop to what you say. Just say, I was talking about your marriage without you present. But you didn't do that the other night. So Amanda says, because I disagree with the premise of it. So Sutton says, let me give you some really good advice. You did have your own opinion about her marriage, and then you backed off and blamed it on Kyle. Let me tell you something. I know this group, and if you don't cop to what you say and say, you know what, I did say that, that's my opinion, people are going to respect you. You're a big girl. You're not a young spring chicken. I said, girl, what? Sutton, you have 15 years on Amanda. And on top of that, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. Sutton does not present as 55. I'm always surprised to hear that she's in her 50s. I'm going to leave that there. Before I get called ageist, and I don't want to offend anybody, because I promise I'm not trying to offend anybody. That's not what this is. This is strictly about Sutton Brown. Sutton does not present as, let me just move on. Girl, compared to you, she is a spring chicken, like, respectfully. Sutton, you know what? I'm really tired of it. I'm not going to hold my tongue. I'm just over it. I'm really over Sutton acting brand new. Sutton, how dare you try to advise anybody? You just somewhat got in the group this year, only because they are smug and they feel victorious in how they got Garcelle off the show. Don't you ever for a minute think that you, of all people, are going to school anybody on how to fit into this group. You're still a misfit. They still don't view you as cool. They don't view you as a cool, sexy Barbie. They don't. They view you as weird and lame and a grandma. And now you want to sit here and school her? I would have said, girl, who are you schooling? Who are you talking to? And you went years with Erica, Dorit, and Kyle and Rinna screaming in your face, calling you a see you next Tuesday for 5 years straight. And now you want to sit up here and act like you're going to school somebody. I wish Sutton would. Sutton, I would have read you for filth. I would say, girl, I know you, the loser of this group, are not going to sit up here and tell me what's what, not in this lifetime or the next. Sutton had me all the way messed up. I said, this is pure delusions. Pure delusions. You are the outcast of this group. You're still not in with the cool girls. And you want to school Amanda on what? Listen, that really took me out. I said, how dare you try to school her in her house? This whole conversation it couldn't have been me. Because Sutton would have been escorted out immediately. First of all, Sutton, Dorit has never seen it for you. You and Dorit have been at each other's throats since the time you got on this show as a friend of in season 9 or season 10. For you to sit up there and act like you know Dorit so well, Dorit barely likes you. Dorit can't stand you. And for you to act like you know about all things Dorit, I said, I can't. I really can't. Yeah, she would have been escorted out by me personally. Yeah, full Uncle Phil thrown out. No, for real. Yes, Dorit. First of all, do you remember this first episode, the premiere episode of this season? Remember how they had the summer solstice party at Kyle's house? And they were all like, oh, Dorit and Sutton, do you think that you guys can make up and talk? And Sutton shook her hand. Sutton to put her hand out for Dorit to shake her hand. And Dorit looked at Sutton like Sutton was the gum at the bottom of her shoe. The way she just looked at her and discussed it, I'm not touching you. Like, ew. Like, and then Sutton had to bring her hand back and put him to her sides because Dorit would not even give this woman a high five or a handshake. Just 8 episodes ago, Dorit would not even look at that lady. And now you have Dorit, and now you have Sutton being her biggest defender, saying, oh, I know all about Sutton, Dorit. You don't do this. And when it comes to Dorit, you don't do that. Babe, she just started talking to you last episode. You guys had that lunch with you, Rachel, Zoe, and Dorit in Beverly Hills. She just started talking to you because 8 episodes ago, she looked at you like, girl, don't touch me. Like, ew. Like what did Nikki say? What did Nikki say? Keep a couple wet ones in case a bum try to touch me. Ew. Like, now, Nikki, I know that you've lost your mind present day, but back in the day, girl, you were it. But it gave very much that. She looked at your hand. Sutton, like, why do you have your hand out? I will never touch you. A mess. Like, I don't understand it. No, that's exactly what she gave. Tell me Dorit did not give that exact energy. That's exactly what she gave when Sutton extended her hand for a handshake. And Dorit looked like, girl, put your hand right back in your pocket. Don't you ever touch me. Listen, I had to bring it back to Did It On 'Em. I'm sorry. That song still goes despite the craziness now. Listen, she has a line for everything. But I just had to, that Dorit gave so much of that old Nikki energy. What? What? Yes, honey. No, she gave very much, it was very much that. Like she had leprosy, very much that. I was on Dorit's side. Sutton deserves less. Nikki's music still top tier. It's okay. Listen, I will never deny greatness. She might have lost her mind, but I will never deny greatness. Never. Listen. Yes, honey. Nikki got some good lines, even though her mind is gone now, honey. Okay? So, all right. But Sutton says, I'm just saying you can fight your own battles. So the same way Garcelle fought all of your battles and you sat there quiet and happy. Okay, girl, you can never read me on a thing, Sutton. Sutton Brown, I will never see it for you. Absolutely not. And this better be your last season on the show because you bring nothing. And production doesn't even care for you, girl. Production pays you dust. They literally don't even feature you. You get 5 seconds of camera time. And the only reason why you got some camera time in this episode is because it was a group scene. So now Amanda says Sutton, so Amanda's annoyed. She says, Sutton told Dorit what I supposedly said, and now she wants to tell me how to resolve things. So now Amanda says, listen, I thought that it was something innocent. Sutton says, talking about somebody's marriage is not innocent. It's something. So now we're back in the Hamptons, and they're talking about their divorces. Rachel's friends are asking Dorit, how long has she been married for? Dorit says, we've been married for 10 years, together for 14. So now Rachel's friend is like, oh, are you guys on good terms? Dorit says, unfortunately, no. She says she's been going through hell. Rachel says, same. So now Kyle's like, but do you guys have a formal custody agreement, though, with the kids? Like, does he know that you're here? Like, does he have the kids while you're here in the Hamptons with us? Like, how does that work? So Dorit says, well, I've been asking him, are you here for the summer? Let's make a fixed schedule for the kids. And he told me, let's do mediation. So now Dorit says that the judge came in the room and said, PK wants the kids every other Thursday through Sunday. And I said, done. Now, do I believe for a minute that PK is going to spend prime time with those kids? You know good and well he asked for those kids Monday through Wednesday. I do not believe on God's green earth that he wants to spend his prime days Thursday to Sunday. If we want to talk about going out and being out with the people and meeting men and meeting women, meeting whoever, honey, Thursday through Sunday are prime hours. You want me to believe that PK, the king of going out and smoking mirrors, wants to spend the prime hours where he could be out with women, meeting women, that he wants to be with those kids? I said, stop. I said, okay, child. I said, all right. So anyhow, Dorit says that she wants to discuss the finances. They never talked about that in mediation because all the finances were redacted. So she has no idea what's in the bank account. It could be $1 or $1 million. I said, well, knowing PK and you guys have been on smoke and mirrors for forever, it probably is only $1 in the bank account. The fact that he doesn't want to talk about finances means that he's broke and you guys are really up the creek with no paddle. I said, Dorit, I hope that you are doing your big one to stay on this show for as long as you can, honey, because I believe that there is nothing on in that account. Yes, honey, Thursday through Sunday is prime tossing and turning days. Exactly. So, child, please. It's probably in the negatives. Yeah, you know what? It's probably overdrawn, honey, in the red. PK wants one Monday a month for 1 hour. Exactly. Listen. He probably has secret accounts that she won't have access to. Redacted is crazy. I'd be losing my ish. Same here. That's stressful. A mess. So now Kyle says, well, I haven't heard from you. So obviously we haven't been on good terms. What happened at that dinner between you and Mauricio? Was it good? So Dorit makes a face like, girl, it was a waste of time. So Kyle's like, oh, really? Okay. So Dorit says, it felt like Mauricio came in with a script. He was a loyal soldier who had a job to do. Of course, Kyle's silent, right? So Kyle says, Kyle says, well, that's not what I heard. She goes on to say, I'm going to keep my mouth shut because what can I say at this point? She says, Dorit only wants yes people around her right now, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to avoid this conversation as much as possible. Kyle, we know you don't have a backbone. You don't care about anybody else but yourself. So of course you're staying out of this. So now we do see that a day earlier, Kyle was on the phone with Mauricio getting details about his lunch with Dorit. I said, I know they were. I know they were on that phone cackling and gossiping about what went down. A mess. So now Rachel Zoe chimes in and she says, may I say something? What I'm seeing across the board is the insecurity and breakdown of men once they reach a certain age, ages 40 through 55. If they're not where they want to be financially, don't have the money they want, and they have a wife who is potentially strong or successful. And of course, Kyle has to jump in with a joke, and she's like, or has long blonde hair. And I said, one thing I've noticed about Kyle gets very uncomfortable when people are vulnerable and share their opinion or they share their truth. And you can tell that what Rachel was saying was triggering Kyle because of what's going on in her life with Mauricio. And the fact that she couldn't just say, you know what, Rachel, you're right. Because Rachel was spitting facts. Rachel was getting into the nitty gritty about the fragility of the male ego and how if men don't feel like they're where they want to be, that's a dangerous man. A quick side note. You need to be real careful about getting with a man who's not where he wants to be in life, especially if you're happy with your life and your career and what you have going on. Be wary. You need to be out the door. A man who's not happy with his life and what he's accomplished, that is a living hell. Yeah, that's another topic for another day, but Rachel was spitting facts. She was. Not a lie was told. And Kyle, you were just too immature to hear what she's saying and really absorb what she's saying. You trying to make a joke saying, oh, well, you have long blonde hair. What does that mean? I just said, girl, you need help. Yes, no, there is no such thing as potential, honey. He needs to come fully assembled. If a man hits you with potential, let him go and let him build himself up, and then he can come back to you when he's ready. Just a mess. So now, Dorit is like, yes. No, Rachel says, here's the thing. We should not have to pander to these men because they can't handle that we're doing well. And she's right. Dorit says, Rachel makes a lot of sense. When I look back at my relationship with PK, things started to change in our marriage when he became obsessed with his public image. We see the flashback of last season when they met up and PK told her that because of her success, her fame made him feel less than a man. So pretty much, you see how a man will blame you for being successful. Now, all of a sudden, your success makes him not feel like a man. Listen, ladies, I know some of y'all are determined to not listen and be hard-headed, but I'm telling you, it does not work. The man has to feel like the hero. Unfortunately, that's how it is. They get very jealous and they want to blame you about you don't make me feel like a man. And that's why these men in these positions cheat, because the side woman made them feel like a man. Because the side woman generally doesn't, she might be working at a fast food place, or that's what people say, well, I'm a surgeon and he cheated on me with a woman who works at McDonald's. Well, yeah, because a woman from, she makes him feel like a man because she's making, this much an hour and he can feel like a big man with your money. So that's why I want women to wake up. He feels like a man because the woman has less resources and he could spoil her and wine and dine her. He can't impress you because you have the money. You're the one who's paying the bill. You're the one paying the dinner tab. You get what I'm saying? So please, a lot of y'all want to push back. Maybe your grandmas or your moms didn't tell you this, but please listen to me. It doesn't work. You said, listen up, Bose. PK is a user. His credit was bad. Dorit helped him get loans. Listen. No, I know. The hell I got to do with me. You better be securing your own self, not project that BS onto me. No, you're right. But that's how men think. Unfortunately. So that's why it's either just date, be single, have a good time, but do not get married to a man where you make more. Because it's going to be hell. So I'm just saying, listen, Linda, yes, that's what happened with Wendy Williams. That's exactly what happened with Wendy Williams. And we talk about Wendy over here all the time. And in Wendy's case, what makes it even sadder is the fact that Kevin was her second husband. Her first husband was the same thing. He was a bum. Wendy's first husband made $19,000 a year while she was making six figures and already had a beach home in Palm Beach. And a 3-bedroom condo in Fort Lee, Jersey. So please, it does not work. And Wendy went through it twice. Sherry Shever went through it twice. Mary J. Blige, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. There was a Desperado in here. we have a desperado in here. Come to the front, honey. Come to the front. We have, oh, listen, honey, we have a desperado in here. Yes, look at Garcelle. Garcelle's husband, because she was a star and he was the agent. Exactly. Oh, honey, I am screaming, honey. Oh, we have a desperado in here, honey. She said she's a builder and she's proud. Girl, I know you on the wrong channel, honey. You on the wrong channel. Never underestimate the male ego. Exactly. They deleted it. I'm sure they did delete it. I'm sure they did delete it because they feel stupid. I'm sure they feel, honey, the McDonald's Wi-Fi finally connected. Listen, honey, a mess. Just very embarrassing. I'm talking about the builders are here, and now she's embarrassed. Now you're embarrassed. Yeah, honey, wrong road. Desperado on the line, honey. Let's pray for the desperate people. Exactly. Listen. She said she's a builder, honey. The builders are here. They either deleted it or they got blocked with a quickness. They know they messed up. They do know. They're embarrassed. Yes, these bummy leeches will find a sucker and lick it. Yep, they sure will. Not a Barbara the builder in the chat feeling good about her investment. You go, girl. Okay. Babisha the builder, honey. Listen, very sad. Build-A-Bears across the street. We're not here for it. Exactly. Garcelle's ex-husband definitely had more than her, but he showed that it definitely comes down to character because he was a cheater. Did he have more money than her? We know this for a fact. Let me know. I know he was a top agent at CAA. It could be, well, there's another thing. It could be the man does have more money, but the woman is famous and they get jealous about that. They can get intimidated by that. So it's a mix of things too. It's a gamble. When a woman is famous and successful, it can be a gamble. He might have been jealous of the fact that she was famous, even if he did make more. You said he didn't. Babisha, you said go beg desperado, whatever that means, honey. People have no social awareness. Read the room. Child, just a mess. Yeah, you said, come on. You said your back is not big enough to carry nobody's adult son. Yeah. Now, first of all, when Adele got married to that man, I remember saying she married him. When I first saw pictures of her husband, I said the ex-husband, I said she married him. I said this is who she married. You could look at him and say, see, he had no job. I could have told you. I said, now come on. I knew that marriage was doomed from the start. I said, oh, he's gonna make out well when they divorce. Talk about married down, and had to give him half of her money. A mess. She cheated on him too, and now we said it. Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson. Yes, he was jealous of her success. Yes. Adele was a dummy. No, Adele was down bad. Y'all aren't construction workers or carpenters, okay? Yes, be like Crystal Minkoff. Child. Poor Adele, the scrub magnet. That was a mess. Oh, you said your oldest sister married down. Look at her now. High blood pressure. Listen, when I tell you, this is why you have women, they let themselves go, stressed, not just a mess. Ailments, it brings all sorts of ailments because you're out of order. Your system is out of order because your body knows that this is not right. Just a mess. Yeah, she gave him half. Oh, now one of y'all has me screaming, and one of you know who you are too. Gia Ellie, is that how you say your name? Your comment has me screaming. Chasing pavements and poor men, a mess. Yes, women's life expectancy lowers when they marry losers. It's very true. Child. Yes, marriage does benefit the man more. That's why women need to marry well if they are going to marry at all. I give a man hell before I gave him half, okay? Yep, and your mother was correct. Yep, look at Tia Mary. Look, found him at the bus stop, and now look what happened. And now look what happened. Oh, your friend settled because she really wants a baby. I told her to secure her investments, but she didn't. Listen, you can't help grown people. Let people do what they want to do. They ruin your spirit. They do. And she still has nothing. You cannot heal, fix anybody. Exactly. I'm very sorry to hear that about your friend. Mm. Child, yeah, she found him when they told. Remember that documentary on OWN, the Black Love documentary. Let me just be quiet before the Warriors come out and try to get upset with me like that one did, and Jameer blocked him last week. But when they were on the Black Love documentary, they told the story of how she was, he was in between acting jobs. He was working at like Burger King or McDonald's or somewhere, struggling actor. He was at the bus stop waiting for the bus, and she was driving in her drop top 7 Series BMW convertible. Yeah, 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 a mess. Yes, very much. Oh my gosh. Yep, Journey Smollett too. That user was so, oh honey, they were so mad. They were so mad. Child. Oh, wait, what happened? How are you dropping out of college? Because when we are about to be petroleum engineers. She's pregnant, but I've kept my distance because that's foolishness. Wait, so somebody that you know is dropping out of college and you guys are about to graduate and be petroleum engineers? Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Corey was working at the Cheesecake Factory and struggling actor when Tia met him. The Cheesecake Factory pays well, and you get good tips at Cheesecake Factory. So I'm surprised that he was waiting for the bus. Because Cheesecake Factory, they take care of their employees, and one of my favorite chain restaurants, honey. I love the Cheesecake Factory. But he should be making good tips and making good money, hourly wage, good benefits too at the Cheesecake Factory. So I'm surprised that he didn't have a car. Because you get paid, the Cheesecake Factory waiters and waitresses make good money. They're bringing home a nice amount each night. So I'm shocked that he was, wow. Yeah, they get stacks at the Cheesecake Factory. They do. So, child, he could have been saving up for a home. He wasn't, because he had 3 roommates in a 2-bedroom. So the cost of living is high. Yeah, it is high in LA. It's very high. Yes, Cheesecake Factory pays very well and feeds their employees. It's better than fast food joints. Yes, their food is so good. She got a prenup, though. Yes, she was probably get a prenup, honey. He found a home in Tia. Okay, listen. And Tia picked him up. She said, oh, I thought he was so cute. And I said, oh, do you want to ride? Just a mess. Just a mess. Yes, it was a dust storm. We need to call a prayer workshop to find that Yana spirit. Internet 2.0, you have me howling. Do you see Internet's comment? You have me screaming. You have me screaming. That show was about struggle love. It was, honey. Don't date down. It's never the move. Exactly. Where was that voice that said keep driving? Child. You said I need Cynthia G on the call right now. Yes, honey. Shout out to Cynthia G, honey. Oh, I love the Louisiana chicken pasta. I love the chicken Madeira. I love the pasta da Vinci. I love the glam burger. And I do, the spicy rigatoni vodka is really good too. But yeah, though, like my top, I love the cheeseburger sliders for the apps are good. The Buffalo Blast. Oh, just everything is so good. Oh my God, let's not, y'all. Y'all, let's not. We will be here all day, honey. I'm like, what do you think about the Japanese princess giving her title up for a man? They got married in the U.S., meaning that he did not have to pay the dowry of $1.3 million. Mess. The Bang Bang chicken and shrimp. Oh, I have not had that one yet. That always looks so good. The bistro shrimp pasta. Yes, that's another. The miso salmon. You said you're late. I see we're bashing bums as usual. You know it, honey. Brooke about to order something. I am. I'm about to. I might. Oh yes. I love the Cheesecake Factory. Yes, we are going to do the a live about Fantasia, because this whole thing is a hot mess, and I believe the dad is correct. The dad is correct. I know folks are mad at the dad, but her father is correct. This is I mean, listen. I remember when she married him, and she was mad at the fans saying, "How do you get married? You only met this man 3 weeks. 3 weeks, you know a man. You don't marry a man after 3 weeks and knowing him." And he had to use her money because he wanted to own trucks. And then she was mad that folks said, "Oh, you're paying a man's way." She said, "No, my money is his money. We're one. We're one." I said, I'm tired, but we will be talking about Fantasia. I promise you. I promise, because a mess. Her dad is trying to save her. Now he was a deadbeat father. I know he wasn't a good dad growing. I don't think he wasn't really around much when she was growing up, I remember. But now I guess now he's trying to walk it back now, honey, but right now he's talking sense. A mess. Oh Lord. Yes, the man was in prison. He wasn't shooting with Fantasia at the gym. Okay. You said a broke man always want to start a trucking company. Yep, with nary a CDL. A mess, y'all. A mess. Okay, yes, Fantasia's old school desperate pick me from way back. Yes, honey, it is a sin. He wants access to the money. Yeah, he does want access to the money. My money is his money. We're one. Where do they do that at? Listen, I need for the Christian girls to wake up and stop acting stupid. I don't want to hear about we're one when it comes to your money with a man who has no job. I'm sick of it. It's got to stop. There's a lot of Christian women who are desperados. That's another topic for another day, but I feel like the desperation has to stop. It's got to stop. Just a mess. Yes, the money he earns is our money. My money is mine. Yes, it's psychosis. No, for real. That's what the man of the house says. Honey, I'm telling you, it's just a mess. Yes. Fantasia screaming and kicking her shoes off on stage and letting a bum kick her wallet into orbit. No, you're thinking about the boy, you're thinking about the man she was dating when she had the reality show. Remember the boyfriend that she had who was still married, who was working at T-Mobile. That's who you're thinking about. His wife sued Fantasia for an alienation of affection, where the wife can sue the mistress. And then she was on, she had to have she was in the hospital because she tried to take her life because she was so depressed about what happened. But yes, no, this is not this man. This is a new man. But you're thinking about the boyfriend in the early 2000s, I remember. A mess. Yes, that's her son's father, the T-Mobile worker. Yes. So, yes, Fantasia's son's dad was the married man at T-Mobile. Yes, thank you. So anyhow, y'all have me screaming in these comments. Yes, she's always been in some mess with men. Yes, she has, from one bum to another. Yeah, I think he is her manager. Yeah, a mess. And then she was on the Breakfast Club when they first got married saying, "Oh yeah, women need to stop all that. It's not about who makes the money. And as a woman, a Christian woman, my husband is the head of household." I said, no, ma'am, that's not how this works. Not when he doesn't have a job, not when you're the breadwinner. So she was encouraging women in droves to stop having requirements and just marry any old body off the street. A hot mess. A hot mess. Like, literally, don't get me started on her. We'll be here all day. A mess. Yes, he's on her payroll. Listen, y'all. I'm screaming so loud because I just knew that this live was going to be a cute hour and a half. I had no idea that we get sidetracked about so many different topics, but I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are enjoying, but I'm having a very good time. Yes, a man has no business getting married if he doesn't have a home to put her in. Exactly. Fantasia, but get in the library and stop playing. This sounds Keke Palmer-ish. Yes, and Steve Harvey was trying to tell her to date up and she wouldn't listen. Fantasia better call Mary. I'm telling you, she's lost her damn mind. When she finds her damn mind, she can call me, okay? Yes, she was saying, that's why y'all are single. Y'all don't submit. Like, I submit to my man. Let me just be quiet. Just straight up foolishness. This is cracking me up. Oh, I'm happy that it's making your day. Yeah, we always get sidetracked over here, honey. Submit to a bum. Pure foolishness. I'm hearing that it's a lot of craziness on Love is Blind this season. I'm so tired of hearing that stupid statement. Same here. Yes, and dominant as hell, paying him a salary. Girl, bye. Exactly. Submitting to brokenness. Oh my gosh. Honey, learn from Mary J. Blige. Child, listen, y'all, let's wrap this recap up, okay? There's a brokey driving a Chevy Cruze on Love is Blind. Oh no. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad. I'm glad that I'm able to take your mind off of some things. Y'all have me screaming today. All right, y'all. Let's just finish this last 2 minutes, okay? A desperado's crashing out over a self-proclaimed bum on Love is Blind. Child. They better submit their cover letters to get some jobs. Love is Blind is evil. Exactly. Yeah, you got to pay. Mama always say, got to pay the cost to be the boss. Exactly. And what's the singer who sang that song? The song that we always sing, and y'all always say bill collectors at the door. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Love you right back. Oh my gosh. Y'all, let's just finish this up, please. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Keep dragging Sutton, please. Okay. So pretty much Dorit dealing with a jealous man, just very sad. And now Dorit, let me just tap you quickly, because when you said Dorit would, you said PK would always tell you, I'm not Ken Todd. I'm not going to walk behind you with the dog. I said, now how did Lisa Vanderpump and Ken get involved in this? I said, you guys still talk about them all the time. You guys are pressed. You obviously miss LVP and Ken, because first of all, not too much on Ken, because Ken has a job. Ken has money. Be clear about that. Ken has a nice coin. If he didn't, Lisa would not be with that man for all that time. Okay, Ken is 86 years old and still got a coin and still follows Lisa around like a puppy dog, honey. I mean, Ken is obsessed with Lisa. He loves his wife, girl. I said, don't try it, honey. Don't try it. LVP brought Dorit on the show. Exactly. Lisa lives in their minds rent-free. Exactly. Yes, honey, Ken, he was a provider. Let's talk about how, remember in the earlier seasons, and they went to the south of France, and Ken's son from his first marriage is set up nicely. Ken's money's been real long, honey. Ken's money has been real long, honey. Okay, they're doing very well. So please, Lisa Vanderpump would not have been with him if that money wasn't right. So please, You can't say the same, PK. PK, you're broke, living here on smoke and mirrors and fumes. And Dorit, you better hope you get a nickel in this divorce after this divorce is over. So please stop. Yes, he treats Lisa like a queen. Exactly. Let him walk with his wife in peace. Exactly. So stop it. Ken would never be out here. Yeah, at least, yeah, honey, LVP got it right. LVP got it right, honey. That man is obsessed with her, in love, been married for 30 years, has money. Stop. PK could never. So yeah, Ken is a real one. Exactly. Yes, honey, yeah, very much so. Honey, he's in a rental. So please. PK walk away. You said PK walk around with a coin purse. Yes, honey. Ken knows how to treat a lady. He sure does. He's a gentleman. That's a real man right there. Okay. She did not marry down. Please. Okay. PK living off of scammer funds. Yes, exactly. She wished she had a Ken walking behind her. Exactly. PK was always out in Europe for 40 days and 40 nights with somebody else. So she needs to stop. You said he walked around with a coin purse. Oh my gosh, y'all have me screaming. So now she says the truth is PK always craved the spotlight. Well, we knew that, girl. So now Rachel Zoe says she's done trying and waiting, and then she calls him a dick. So now we're back in Bel Air at Amanda's party. And Sutton says, we all want this to be resolved. So Amanda says, when we showed up to dinner the other night, my intention was to have this cleared up. Bo says, well, no, you kept blaming it on Kyle. That's the problem. So Sutton says, you never said this is my opinion. So Amanda says, okay, but I was just crying about my son and the anniversary of his death. So Sutton says, not at the restaurant. That's when you should have brought it up and said it out of your gut. This is my opinion. So Amanda says, listen, you made it really clear about how you feel. I get it. Sutton says, I'm going to say it again and again and again. Bo says, yeah. So Sutton says, now you've got Dorit and Kyle going at each other. Amanda says, what? So now it's my fault that I had them fighting? I said, Sutton, we're now going to blame Amanda for that? That's not Amanda's fault. Kyle and Dorit have been at each other's throats now for the last season and a half. That's not on Amanda. They were going to fight regardless. So they already have their set of issues that do not include Amanda. The audacity for you to say, oh yeah, and you're the reason why they were fighting. Girl, what? I said, Sutton, you're doing a lot for somebody who was the punching bag for 5 years in a row. Are you okay? Like, it's embarrassing. Yes, Amanda Polanini. Now, how I get in it? Exactly. Yes, Bose and Sutton were nasty in this scene. Bose is so cringe. Yes, honey, they look real goofy tag teaming Amanda. I agree. So now Amanda says, I don't think it's fair to put me in that place. Sutton says, it's totally fair. So now Amanda says, I'll apologize if I feel like I'm wrong, but I don't feel like I'm wrong for this. It's not my fault. I didn't make them accuse each other. So Bose says, you kept deflecting in order to take the heat off of yourself. I said, Bose, oh my gosh. Please. Bose, I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know who's advising you to act this way, but you look really silly. And it's embarrassing. So Sutton says, Amanda can be very vocal, but as soon as somebody comes up against her opinion physically, her body shuts down. Amanda says, I believe in life that intention matters. So Erica jumps in and says, yeah, girl, I get that, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So Bose is like, woo, you better tell it. I said, Bose, this sister girl amen corner, and you're the only chocolate chip in the cookie is embarrassing. Erica's statement did not warrant all that. Woo, yeah, girl, child. It was embarrassing. This might be kitchen table talk, but I feel like a lot of y'all can understand what I'm about to say. Yes. If when you're in rooms where you're the only one, I'm very cognizant of I refuse to give that. Oh, how do I say this? And y'all know what I'm saying. I refuse to be the entertainment. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm very much like, because too often they do look at us as we are the entertainment. And I refuse to give you that, like, woo, like, you get, never mind. Yes. 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 You get what I'm saying? Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm not performing. Yeah. I'm not performing. I will never perform. You get, okay. So we get it. All right. Yes. Yes. I'm not your Joker. Exactly. No, very, like, I refuse. I will never. You get me. Yes. Yes. I would. That really bothered me. That really bothered me when she was like, woo, yeah, girl. Yeah. I was just like, oh, it was just, if it's when it's done on Atlanta or Potomac or Married to Medicine, that's fine, because it's all, the whole cast is us. But doing that when you're the only one there, it's like, that might be controversial to say, but I wasn't here for that. The statement did not warrant all that energy. It's not that deep for you to be saying all that. What, Erica, that phrase has been said since the beginning of time. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, and you're doing all that over that. It was just, yeah, it was bizarre. Like, you just don't like this lady, and you're doing a lot. Okay, so we see each other in the comment section. Yes. Okay, we see each other. We see each other. Yes, we see each other. So Erica says, no. So Sutton says, you can't be such a wimp. Come on. Sutton Brown talking about telling somebody else don't be a wimp. The lady was too stunned to speak. When I tell you, I was floored. I said, Sutton Brown is telling somebody else don't be a wimp. I have no words, Sutton. I mean, you really just outdo yourself with the foolishness every single week. Honey, Sutton cries all the time and has the nerve. No, I was flabbergasted. I really was. Amanda says, you're in my home. Don't call me a wimp. So Sutton says, well, you know what? Okay, I'm just going to sit here and eat my salad. Sutton, you would have been thrown out. I would have had security come and escort you right on out of there. How dare you? Erica says, if Amanda can't handle being called a wimp, she's in the wrong group. They play the flashbacks of them calling each other the C word. Kathy says to Amanda, you got to learn how to read the room and realize that you're going to get your tail in hot water. I said, Kathy, what are you talking about? The girl hasn't done anything. What are we saying here? So now Bo says, what other advice can we give you? I just said, Bo's like, are you like, what is your deal? From the minute you heard about Amanda's business, you have been on her ass. Like, you have not given her a chance. It's been this slick shade, these nice, nasty, passive-aggressive reads. It's just real weirdo behavior. So now Amanda starts sighing, and she's like, it's clear that after tonight, the only expertise these women want around is a manifestation of chaos. So now we end the episode with Erica saying, well, this was lovely, and that's the end. Yeah. Between Sutton and Bose, I was really getting frustrated. I don't know what their issue is, but it's got to stop. Amanda, Andy said that you will be at this reunion. I hope that you tear everybody up. I really do. Like, high key, I hope that you tear everybody up at this reunion. Give that same energy to them like you've been doing on your press run. Because I'm confused at why you're getting so much hate. I really am. Yeah, it was very mean. Low key, Kathy brings nothing. Exactly. You said, Bose, you know you have 30 minutes? Okay. I think Bose hated the manifestation stuff from the beginning, and that's fine. But if you don't have to like what somebody's doing and treat them poorly. On top of that, Amanda told the good folks in an interview that the real reason why Bose is acting salty towards her is because Bose dipped her toe into this whole manifestation thing and it flopped. Her courses were not selling. And that's why she's giving her all this smoke because she couldn't do it. And Bose is big on manifestation too and speaking things into existence. So I'm confused at people who hate on manifestation, but they also participate in it. Like I'm confused. Like how, like if you like The Secret, if you like all of those books that we just named earlier in the live, then how can you hate on what Amanda's doing? I'm confused. Brooke, did you see Erica gets activated in the mid-season trailer? Yeah, I did see that. I saw that it's going to be a fight between her, Erica, Kyle, and Dorit. And it looks like the rest of the season is going to be about them against Dorit. So, not projecting its displacement, reaction formation. Yeah, humans manifest daily. An idea coming to fruition is manifestation. Exactly. She just doesn't like Amanda and wants to pretend like it's something else, so she's not rightfully called a bully. Yeah, that's very true. It wouldn't have mattered what Amanda did to ensure they had a good time. They weren't mad. They were mad. They weren't invited to the Hamptons. Exactly. Yes, if it's not for you, then don't attend. What do you care? Exactly. You said you find Amanda to be a grifter and a scammer. Oh, scarcity mindset. Amanda can do well and Bose can do well. Yeah, it's not a competition. I agree. Yeah, there's room for everybody. And that's in every industry. Look at YouTube. It's me, it's Kempire. You have Taria. What else is going on podcast? You have Rodney, Erica De Niro. I mean, there's room for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We all bring something different to the table, something unique. So it's in any industry. You can say that anything is oversaturated, but when something is for you, and when you realize that nobody can do it the way you do it, and that your voice also deserves to be heard, then you know that there is no, well, if they're doing it, that I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not a competition. There's an audience for everybody. Exactly. You said both can be true. I don't care for Amanda, but the way Bose is coming at her is not warranted. I agree. You said, I don't think Bose is jealous because of competition. I think she thinks Amanda is full of ish. Well, several of the housewives are full of it. So that's not really fair to say. Sutton's full of it. Sutton is full of it. But yes, but I do think that she definitely does think that Amanda is full of it. Yeah, everybody has their own unique charm. Exactly. Allison would let these heifers have it. You said grifter. Yes, you will find your people. It's very true. Scamanda is the Stacy of Beverly Hills. Bose wants to be the voice of reason and the center of attention. She wants to be the only boss. Erica and Kyle are very full of it. They are. The entire cast is full of it. Exactly. Bose is choosing her battles because she knows she would never come for Erica like this. Exactly. And my thing is this. I just hope that Bose keeps the same energy when the group turns on her. When it's her turn to have a hard season, because it's coming. You stay on this show long enough, and Kyle and Erica and Dorit are going to sit up there and turn on her next. So Bose, just keep on living, I guess. Stay on this show as long as you want to, girl, and we're gonna see how you feel when the tables turn. Yeah, no, her day is coming. Listen, honey, okay? Do we forget how Erica came on this show as a pop star who bragged about her private planes? I think Bose will be ready for them. I remember you did say that. I think Amanda's money is getting sketchy compared to someone like Bose who fought her way through the industry. But you have to remember, though, there are a lot of people who do what Amanda does. What Amanda's doing isn't foreign. You've had, like y'all were saying, y'all were naming all the greats earlier in the live. You have Les Brown and Abraham Hicks and Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins. That's part of the whole self-help manifestation industry. So what Amanda's doing is in the same line of work. So I don't know how folks think it's so sketchy. You get what I'm saying? It falls in that whole life coaching, manifestation industry. So if we're going to say that she's sketchy, then aren't they all sketchy? I don't know. There are so many people. Yeah, Tony Robbins, Brene Brown. Yeah. Amanda's an influencer. They will turn on bows. These women are ruthless. They are very ruthless. A full series of, yep, the art of. No, it's true. That's why it's sketchy. Yet when Boas and Keely start having problems, you know that Kyle will turn on her for storyline. Kyle will talk about, why aren't you being honest? Exactly. I think if they don't believe it, say the passive aggression is worst. Oh no. Child. Oh, y'all going in today, honey. Y'all going in. You said, hey, Bio Miss Flores, thank you for the super chat. As a gay man, I say it can work since we are okay with submitting to another man. Men get violent when we submit to a woman in relationships. Hey, Amina in the city, thank you for the super chat. My old manager proposed to her husband. What? Amanda, are you still here? Can we get a story time on that? Oh my gosh. I'm sure she was a horrible manager. I'm sure she made everybody's lives a living hell. I'm sure she was ornery. I'm sure she was angry every day. I'm sure because role reversal will make a woman mean, angry, jealous of the women who do it right. Yeah, I'm sure she was a horrible manager. Oh, that's horrible. Amina, I'm sure she was a horrible manager, wasn't she? The ladies aren't being honest, though. If they think she's full of it, say it and stop being passive aggressive. I agree. No, I'm serious. I'm sure she was horrible. Persnickety down. Well, why are you laughing? I'm saying I'm sure she was horrible. I'm sure she was a terrible boss. The self-help manifestation world is $1 billion industry. Yes. No, it's true. Everybody gets their turn on these shows. It's the truth. Micromanager, miserable. I'm sure she was a horrible boss. Oh, you said I loved her. She wasn't all that bright, but when she told me that story, I just kind of sat there like, I'm sure. Well, of course she wasn't that bright. You're obviously not that bright if you're going to propose to a man. She's not bright at all. That's sad. Let me grab onto this railing so I fall. Now say what now? Every female manager that I had who was a breadwinner was mean and hateful. Yeah, yep, the write-up queen, honey. So, yes, my thing is just say your real beef with that person. I just hate the side commentary and pettiness. Same here. Jesus. My old manager was working overtime all the time to make extra cash to pay for their trips and had a baby with a man who did not propose to her. Her name's not even in the deed. My God. We all don't learn lessons at the same time. Are you talking about desperation? Well, hey, you're learning it no matter when you learn it. You're learning it right now on this channel. So I don't want to hear any excuses from anybody. If you watch my channel, then you know how I feel about desperation and all this stuff. So I don't want to hear about what you didn't hear. I don't want to hear about, oh, mama didn't teach me this. My dad didn't teach me that. No one told me. I'm sorry to hear that, but today you know. And when you know better, you do better. So, No, yes, no, I agree with you. I'm saying, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying, I'm piggybacking off of your comment saying, people use that excuse in here and it's like, okay, I get that. But right now, today. And when today, you can do better for tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, I know. Take it and run with it. Exactly. No more excuses. I'm serious, y'all. We are learning today. It's the truth. Yes. I don't want to hear that BS. Brooke better not see the ladies in this chat meeting men in prison. Oh, thank you. You said you're right about this channel being encouraging and life-changing. Find the advice where you can. Praise God. Yes. No, it's very much so. It's like, okay, Anne, let's get to work, honey. Okay. No, it's true. Yes, we can learn by observing. Lessons don't have to be lived to be learned. Yes, once you become aware, it's time to take action. Exactly. No, it's listen, honey. It's time to get back to what's right. Not tomorrow, start today. No, it's true because tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised, and we don't know if we're going to see tomorrow. So do better today. The minute you get good information, good counsel, start run with it immediately because we don't know if tomorrow's going to come. Lord willing, we hope we'll see tomorrow, but we don't know. We don't know. Anything could happen. Oh, Brooke, my mom overheard your advice and she loves you down. Oh, tell your mom I love her down. Oh, that's so sweet. I feel so, oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. I love y'all. I remember Brooke's advice when you are about to do something that think is this desperado behavior? If the answer is not immediate, no, don't do it. Yeah, it's true. One of y'all said that your 9-year-old daughter overheard me, and you said she's been going around the house saying, if you have 2, he needs to have 4. If you have 5, he needs to have 10. And I said, that's good. Start him young, train him young, start him up on the right path. So yes, honey, that's wisdom. It's true. Learn today and apply it. Exactly. Yes, let him use you, honey. Testify. Yes, he could take all your coins tomorrow, leave the bum today. This chat is sending me. Yes, honey. Brooke has a dream where desperados learn to stand up. Even the mothers approve of your messages, okay? Let's sing a few selections before we do the benediction, honey. Oh, yes. Yeah, people get triggered. People just want to hear what they want to hear. People think that because it's hurting their feelings that I'm being mean, and it is what it is. I don't have time to coddle, people. It's really life or death out here. Because if you marry a man, marry down, it could be your life. So I don't care if I've hurt your feelings about calling out desperado behavior that you're exhibiting. Well, that's a sign that you need to change. You need to coin desperado at this point. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Preach. My mom always says smart people don't learn from their mistakes, they learn from the mistakes of others. Exactly. I have a son, I let him know that he has to provide. Exactly. No, it's true. Yes, honey, I'm teaching the children, honey. You said I was at a party on Saturday. Let's just say I had the opportunity to do a one-night stand, but I didn't. He was not worth it. And I'm sure it sound like he was what? Was it giving bum behavior? Because you were just like, you know what? I don't need to do this. Yes, honey, train up a child. Yes. Yeah, listen, if your feelings are ever hurt by what I say, you better shake it off. And, if you need to take a break from me, that's fine. But eventually you'll come right back around and we'll be playing patty cake sooner rather than later. I know I pissed some people off and I say, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Feel free to take a break from me and then come back when you're ready. And I'll be right here in this chair. So, oh, it was giving Dusty. You made the right decision. Yes, it's true. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Ciao. Yes, honey. Each one teach one. One night stands are not worth it. Yeah, too many STDs and demons out there. They always come back to the chat. Child, you know they do. You said this guy tried to get with me. He said he doesn't mind if his woman makes more than him. He is now blocked. Okay, good. Good. Listen, let them tell on themselves. Let them tell on themselves. I'm glad you blocked him immediately. He was definitely letting you know he wants you to be the breadwinner and be the big provider. He wants you to be the big, strong provider. Absolutely not. So, a hit dog, honey, a tuna sub balled up and tossed in the trash. I asked him where he worked. He said the gas station. I was like, pass. Wait, what did Ty Fox say? What did you say now, Ty? Did you ever deal with people who try to tell you you're too picky? Oh yeah, all the time. What? And I don't care. I don't pay them any mind. I don't know. I've always been somebody where it's like I don't really care what people think, especially if they're not living a life that I want to live. If you don't have a desirable life, in my opinion, I don't really care what you think. So, and you need to feel the same way too. It doesn't matter what doesn't matter what people think. 100 years from now, we're all going to be dead. So you're going to spend your life caring about what people think about you. You got what I'm saying? It's so silly. Most people have low self-esteem, no confidence, no self-worth. How can you care about what people who don't even care about themselves feel about you? Like, let's think about that. Let's think about that. How can you be afraid of scared people? Most people are too afraid to go after their dreams, go after the life they really want. They have self-limiting beliefs, don't feel good about themselves, and you're afraid of them. I could never be afraid of somebody who doesn't live the life they want to live. I could never be afraid of anybody. I don't care what people think for the most part, you know, but come on. I'm just saying, life is so short and so fleeting. Tomorrow's not promised. We don't know how much time we have on this earth, especially with this idiot, you know, yeah, who folks voted for. Let me get off of that. But I mean, we don't know how much time we have. You don't have time to worry about what folks think about you. You don't. You don't. You don't. So, yeah, you'll never get anywhere in life. It's true, Jameer. It's true. So, listen, life is short and you better make the most out of life. I am here to squeeze the juice out of life. I am here to live the best life possible. I'm here to do everything that I've always wanted to do. I'm here to live well. I mean, live well, right? I'm leaving nothing on the table. When I go, I want it to be like, wow, she lived, like she did that. She ate down. I'm not going to be living with no regrets about, oh, I should have done that. I should have tried that. I should have gone here. Why didn't I don't want any regrets about anything. I want to be like, you know what? She did that. She used every talent that she had. She put a smile on people's faces. She motivated people. She lived life to the fullest. So yes, honey, squeezing the juice. No, it's true. Life is meant to be lived and lived well. It is. It is. Yes. And being picky saves your life. And also, you have to remember it though. When you have your stuff together, you look good. You can be picky. You get what I'm saying? You listen. Listen. Do not worry about people who've settled for life and settled for a partner. Do not let them knock you off of your square. If you have your stuff going on, you can be as picky as you want to be. Okay, so please. All right. Wait, what happened? What happened now? You said you're quick, Jameer? Yes, it's the quickest way to misery. Let's worry about what people think. Oh, we had an orange supporter in here. They can all go. They can all. Absolutely not. If you happen to be one, you better be real quiet. It's all shade. It's all shade. It's all shade. All shade. Because a hateful, just a mess. Yeah, I'm not here for. Yeah, it's all disrespect here. Yes, honey, it's called being cautious and smart. Exactly. Okay, exactly. Yes, honey, all shade for them here. Exactly. Okay. Yes, honey, please leave. Very much so. You can leave. They can all get it. Exactly. Ciao. Child, I think I think I do. Yes, you know what? I know I do because I remember I did a collaboration and we got on the topic of that and um oh, it was my collaboration with Matt Rogers 2 years ago. We were talking about the finale. No, that fake reunion they gave for Jersey. It was Jersey's last season before this hiatus when they were at that restaurant and they had to talk about that season. And he brought up who a lot of the cast they all support him, and he brought that up in conversation and went off, rightfully so. And I had several subscribers who do support him, and they're like, don't bring politics into this, and like, Brooke, like next time, like make sure your guests don't talk about politics. It's da 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 blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I had no idea that I had like, wow, like I'm just like, this isn't like we're past the point of like Democrat versus Republican. This is like, no, there's Republican and then there's hate. And this is what that is. That's not like back in the day when it was like Mitt Romney and like John McCain, like fine, okay, cool, like whatever, fine, right? But we're past that. We're past, this is like when Republicans are like, yeah, we don't, so that's not us. Like that's how we know that we've lost the plot. Yeah. So, yeah, no, literally, literally, it truly is. Yes, exactly. Yeah, this is no longer exactly. So, yes, yes. So, listen, honey. Oh, it's a totally different level. Exactly. Yes, this is yes. So, yeah. So, yes, honey. No, it's true. Okay, listen. No, it's very true. So, listen. And so, yeah, they were upset. So, I knew that I did have a small group of subscribers who are um and now they've made sure not to say anything, but so I'm surprised that somebody would jump out the window and let it be known that they're in full support. Yeah. No, yeah, no, it's not. No, they're not. They're no, exactly, exactly. There's a clear, stark difference. Listen, listen, child, child. Let's just, we can end the live right here, child. We can end the live right here. Before this live gets shut down. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. You know, it's true. It's either God's side or the other side. Oh, no, listen. So, uh, yeah, come on, Dorothy. Dorothy said, move on to the next thing, child. Move on to the next thing, child. Okay, Claudia. Yes, honey. Exactly. Yes, Dorothy. All right, y'all. Moving right along, honey. Yes, honey. Let's make these plates with these men, honey. Okay. All right. All right. So let's just yes, so we can move along, child. No, y'all, in all seriousness though, I do want to do a live to talk about the Tyra documentary, the America's Next Top Model documentary, and then talk about what's going on Fantasia. If I don't do it tonight, look for it tomorrow. We can do that. Is that if that's cool? All right. But we will be talking because there's so much going on in these streets. But guys, I'm going to end the live right here. I cannot believe that we did 3 hours. The time flew by. Yes, Coy Leray too. We'll talk about her too. Okay. So let me get myself situated. I need to watch the documentary and then we could talk about the documentary, documentary Fantasia, because we got to talk about Fantasia. I have so much to say. Okay. But yes, y'all, we're going to close it out here. Shout out to all of my moderators. Thank you, Jameer. Thank you, Ayana. Thank you, Biomiss Flores. Thank you so much. I hope y'all have a good rest of your night. Again, if I'm not back this evening, then look for a few lives tomorrow, okay? So I will see you all tomorrow, Lord willing, and we will chat then. But guys, thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.